Good morning, everybody on the behind the scenes live stream. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. Good morning, good morning. Just doing some finishing touches, but Bristol Airport has roared to life early, so we're going to get going on the main stream in just a moment, and then we're going to jump straight into it because yeah, Bristol Airport has roared to life pretty early this morning, which is awesome. So good. Man, the vegetation has grown significantly since I was here last time around. Crazy. So good. Just checking to make sure everything sounds good on the behind the scenes, which it sounds like it does, so that's awesome stuff. Fantastic, here we go. It is very humid out here this morning, like very humid. So we're gonna have some awesome trails. We're gonna have some awesome vapor on these gorgeous plains this morning as they arrive and depart here from Bristol. She's a bit foggy this morning as well, actually. It's quite a decent fog cover. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that goes as well. Yeah, on the behind the scenes, quite a bit of decent low cloud cover still. Good to be back at Bristol though, everybody. Good to be back home at Bristol. But yeah, for those of you watching on the behind the scenes, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. It is a pleasure to be back home at Bristol. Here we go. Closing in, my friends who are watching on the behind the scenes over on the main Sky Squad TV channel, closing in on 6,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So cool. Here we go. Over on the mainstream. Well, good morning, Sky Squad. I hope that everybody is doing incredibly well out there this morning. Good morning, and welcome back, everybody, to Sky Squad TV's home base of Bristol Airport. Slightly foggy this morning. As we can see, Jet 2 gone out of our visibility already. Humidity this morning, when I checked at 5 a.m. before I left home, was 100% humidity. So it is very humid out here. It's very moist, a lot of moisture in the air. But good morning, everybody. Give me a quick 5 out of 5 there in the chat if you can, ladies and gentlemen, to let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear for you lovely people. Hope you are doing well this morning, and as mentioned, welcome back, everybody, to the wonderful Bristol Airport, our home base. Hope you're doing well. 5 out of 5s there in the chat from you lovely people, so good on you. I'm going to start off this morning's proceedings straight away with a wonderful membership milestone. Oh, when Sean gets to it, 2 seconds, we will in just a moment. Let's try that one again. A awesome membership milestone from the one and only JP Mac Aviation. Good to see you, my friend, celebrating 12 months, 1 year in the co-pilot tier, saying, oh yes, 12 months, that's fantastic. Been a fan much longer, of course. You surely have, James, so good on you, mate. Lovely to see you here this morning. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Pleasure is all mine to have you this morning, buddy, and thank you so much for celebrating 12 months in the Sky Squad TV co-pilot membership tier. Thank you, my friend. As mentioned quite a few times, it was a pleasure to meet you, of course, back then in Christchurch, New Zealand. Mate, I hope the jet lag isn't hitting you too much. We spoke a little bit this last night via Barb's stream there, but I hope the jet lag isn't hitting you too much after your awesome trip overseas to America. EasyJet 320neo out the door. We've got another EasyJet 320neo lining up on a runway 27. This guy we are currently looking at right now, heading out towards Tenerife this morning. But man, we had an absolutely gorgeous day yesterday. Gorgeous day yesterday. The UK once again is getting ready for another heat wave that's coming over. So we're getting ready for that, but we had an absolutely gorgeous day yesterday. Sun was absolutely shining. Went out in the evening for dinner out in town. So it was an absolutely sensational evening. But here we are, back at Bristol, bit of low cloud, of course, 622 feet above sea level. So, of course, expected to have quite significantly different weather to the likes of Bath and other areas in Somerset. And Courtney and Eli dropping in with an 8-month membership milestone, saying 8 months, almost full term. Hi from Queenstown, Tasmania, all the way over there in Australia. Good to see you, Courtney and Eli. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all of your support across Discord, and of course across Sky Squad TV and other elements of the stream as well. Here we go, EasyJet A320neo out the door to Tenerife this morning. A Jet2 holiday livery is lined up on a taxiway Zulu 4, going to be the next departure this morning. We missed 2 departures, I believe it was, because they actually got out a little bit early this morning. I think there's a couple of delays on some of the departures already because of the slight fog and low cloud cover that's here, but it looks like it's clearing slightly for us. A320neo out to Tenerife, nose rotating already. Long rotation there for the 320neo, longer than what you usually see, and just like that, gone already. But the nice thing is it gives us a good amount of extra time to come over and check out these beautiful planes. Whoa, beautiful planes taxiing on to runway 27. Sinead, good to see ya. Ipso, good morning. Victoria Flyer, good morning. Carwin, good morning. So good to see so many of you joining in with us this morning already. Lovely to see ya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pleasure is all mine to have you. And I hope you lovely people have had a wonderful day so far. Well, morning so far. Week, I should say, sorry, is what I was trying to say there. Right, Jet2 holiday livery lining up on runway 27 this morning. Oh, Woz is in the house. Good to see you, Woz. Saying good afternoon, Sean, mods and friends from Sydney, Australia. Good to see you, mate. Anthony Wren's in the house as well. Anya is in the house as well. Good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Such a pleasure to have all of you. If you haven't already, lovely people, please do hit the like buttons early doors on this morning's live stream. The earlier you hit the like button and the more likes that we get to start our show off with, then the more new people we can welcome into the Sky Squad TV community early doors this morning here at Bristol, our hometown airport. Kim Eddington, good to see you, saying I'm off to Tenerife Tuesday from Exeter for 2 weeks. Wowzers. Kim, good on ya. Enjoy your holiday, Kim. Hope you have a fantastic time. I'm jealous. Wouldn't mind being in Tenerife, but to be fair, with the heat wave inbound, we're set to have some pretty beautiful weather, to be honest with you. So good to see you, Kim. My dad's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Dad. Hope you're doing well. Saying morning to one and all in the Sky Squad community. That's the way. Steve Green's in the house as well. Good to see you, Steve Green. Hope you're doing well. Marcel, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure once again, ladies and gentlemen, to have all of you. But yeah, as mentioned, please do, my friends, please do hit the like button very early on today's live stream. Of course, that helps to push the stream out to even more new people so we can welcome them into the fold here at Sky Squad TV. And for those of you joining us early doors, my friends, we are a handful of subscribers away from 6,000 subscribers here at Sky Squad TV, organically grown across the nearly 2 years that we have been streaming for here at Sky Squad TV. So if you are enjoying today's show so far, please do hit the subscribe button. Subscribing is a free way, of course, for you to support the channel, and also gets you lots of opportunities to be notified of when we are next going live here on Sky Squad TV. Jet 2 out the door, off to Tenerife, Boeing 737 in the .com livery. Anthony asking where I went on my holiday. Anthony, we went to the beautiful Isle of Wight. And if you want to see what the Isle of Wight airport is all about, then head on over to our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, where we are currently running a live behind the scenes stream right now. But you can see a awesome highlight video that I've pieced together, showcasing a few hours of plane spotting at Sandown Airport on the Isle of Wight, which is a airport that is a private airport essentially. The only planes that can land and take off from there are microlights and lightweight aircraft. But we saw some gyrocopters, we saw some awesome other types of planes as well. So yeah, we went to the Isle of Wight, which was fantastic. The weather was gorgeous, the holiday was brilliant, the company was good, the food was great. I used to holiday there quite a bit as a kid, so it was fantastic to be back with my family as well, and to show them the sights and sounds of the wonderful Isle of Wight area. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Ryanair, our first Ryanair departure out the door this morning, off to Barry. It is incredibly humid out here this morning. Like, it is very... The only word I can use, which I know makes some people feel a little bit queasy, is moist. That is the only word I can use. The moisture is just next level out here this morning. But yeah, really hoping it clears sometime soon. It's clearing in the distance behind me. For those of you watching on the mainstream, it's clearing in the distance behind me. But yeah, I really don't know when and if it may end up clearing over the main area of the airfield. But we are on a bit of rain watch as well. Obviously, it's quite a decent bit of moisture in the air, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does start raining at some point soon. Here we go, Ryanair, Boeing 737 heading out to Barry. And for those of you that joined in on last Sunday's live stream from a London Heathrow, I hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the show that we were able to put on for you lovely people out there. It was a blast. Me and Sinead had an absolute awesome time out there. Look at that fog just coming over a little bit more, covering the airfield a bit more as well now. It's definitely not rain though. It's just really like mist really at the moment. Very, very misty. Ipso, no artificial substances are used in the growth of Sky Squad TV subs or viewing figures. Very true, my friend. All fully organic, completely organic over the 2-year period that we've been out here streaming for. TUI, Boeing 737, our first TUI of the morning out the door. Looking absolutely gorgeous. As mentioned, as always, whenever we do a stream from Bristol, I love the TUI livery on the 737. Just think it works really well. Looks fantastic. Just doing a little bit of admin. Right, Tui out the door, here we go. Hey, Christine Frank, stay in the chat. Carolyn, good morning, Carolyn. Hope you are doing incredibly well this morning. Pleasure is all mine to have you. That mist just coming over the airport a little bit more as well, so that moisture is not going to be too fun for trying to get a bit of focus on these gorgeous planes out here this morning. But look at that, losing them already into the moisture. And Tui rotating the nose early as well. It's almost a direct headwind coming straight down, essentially runway 09, but of course they're facing south, so of course runway 27 is in action with the westerly wind that's coming through. Carolyn, the wonderful Carolyn, coming in celebrating 19 months, 19 in the captain membership tier, saying good morning Sky Squad fam. Carolyn, pleasure is all mine. Lovely to see you, Carolyn. Lovely, lovely to see you, Carolyn. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for your ongoing and continued support, Carolyn. 19 months in the captain tier. Right, he's out the door, here we go. Wow, it's insanely, like, the moisture is just getting crazy out here at the moment. Look at that. Not much visibility at all. I know that my lens cover is probably a little bit wet too, so I might have to quickly spin round and do a little bit of a wipe on the lens cover. But look at that, man. So much moisture in the air right now. It's mad. Carolyn, good to hear from you. Yeah, we're doing very well this end. Thank you so much, Carolyn. And for those of you, hey, Carolyn, you will love this as well. For those of you that have known me for a little while here on Sky Squad TV, you obviously know that I am a dad to a wonderful little boy. And my boy Rory started walking about 2 days ago. Started walking, which is absolutely mad. I did not think we would get to that particular point anytime soon, but here we are, 15 months in, and the boy has started walking. What an absolute little legend that he is. Bear with me for just a moment, guys. Just going to wipe this lens cover. Yeah, what a little legend that he is. He started walking 2 days ago, which is absolute madness. KLM is going to be one of our next departures, but we do have an EasyJet lined up on a runway 27 that we'll go around and just see in a moment. Which is an A320 Neo EasyJet heading out to Pisa, I want to say. Pisa. Carolyn, yeah, gone so fast, eh? It's crazy. What's Sinead talking about? A 12-hour marathon stream. What do you want about, sis? Steady on. EasyJet into the mist already this morning here at Bristol. Mad. KLM out the door to Amsterdam very soon. Ipso, no stopping the little fella. Yeah, I know, right? No stopping the little fella is right. KLM City Hopper and Bright E175, as mentioned, going to be out the door off to Amsterdam this morning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's probably going to be quite a few wipes of the camera lens. The good thing is I do have a lens cover over the actual camera itself. Trish saying, hey Sean, how wonderful, you'll need running shoes now. Yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me. Yeah, it was. Saying that's amazing, Sean. Always a thrill when your kids start the walking modes. Yeah, don't know how I feel about it today. Like I'm proud, stoked, scared, and nervous all at the same time. I think all of the feelings that I had on the day that he was born, I now have that he's walking, which is mad. So yeah, been so good though. Christine Frank coming in with a 19-month membership on Milestone on the ground crew tier, saying been a great 19 months. Of course, one of our awesome super mods there on the channel as well. So get that super mod emoji going. Such a pleasure to have so many of you joining in and also being part of the membership tiers as well. It's fantastic. Once this moisture gets out of the way, then we'll be okay, to be fair. But here we go, KLM heading out. Bray 175, of course, KLM City Hopper service from Bristol to Amsterdam multiple times a day. I think about 3 or 4 times a day this Embraer E175 arrives and departs from the wonderful Bristol airport. Alani Girat got another gorgeous TUI 737 lined up on Zulu 4. Victoria Flyer saying, Sean, if you want Rory to be cheeky, you know who to call. Surely do, mate. Surely do. Uncle Hayden, eh? Uncle Hayden. TUI heading out to Palma de Mallorca this morning. Not gonna lie, with this fog and moisture in the air, that's where I would quite like to be. Right now, I wonder if there's a bit of moisture on the behind the scenes camera. I'm not sure. I don't think there is. But man, it's good to be back at Bristol, eh? Good to be back at Bristol. I had a little bit of time away. Of course, was on holiday for a little bit. As mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we're out the door to the Isle of Wight for a family holiday, which was fantastic. We were there with the in-laws as well, so loving that free babysitting service. And it was perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It was great to have the babysitting service there as well. Took full advantage of that, eh? Full advantage of the babysitting service that was on offer. All right, TUI, Boeing 737 MAX 8, 7 years old in the TUI fleet, is the wonderful plane on offer from TUI to fly their passengers to Palma this morning. Departing from runway 27 here at Bristol. I'm not up to date with what's happening with the Bristol airport expansion. I know that there's been quite a few focus groups, if you like, that have had the chance to meet up over the past few weeks via council-led meetings to discuss the airport expansion. Of course, to show your love and appreciation for the expansion, and or to raise your concerns at the same time as well for the airport expansion. So I, of course, have not had the opportunity to attend these meetups. I don't know if they're meetups that are kind of like invite only. I think those types of ones are. So yeah, bit of a shame, because it would have been good to have been able to attend those. But I know that there's an online forum that we can use. Yeah, it's an online forum that we can use to voice our opinions on the airport expansion, in favour or not in favour of the airport expansion. So I've taken the time to voice a couple of my opinions on there as well. Vicky Moss, good morning, good to see you. Our A320 taxiing towards us is the EasyJet A320 in Neo heading out to Lanzarote this morning. Vicky Moss, no worries, pleasure to have you here with us this morning. Hope you're doing well. Just need that low cloud cover and that bit of moisture to dissipate. Ipso saying you should live stream one of those videos. Mate, I thought about it, eh? I thought about turning up in full Sky Squad TV merchandise, all the gear, setting up a live stream and just going live on YouTube. I don't think they would appreciate it too much, to be fair. Hey man, good to see ya. I do apologise for it going in and out every now and then, but yeah, getting quite a decent bit of moisture on the lens cover. Jack Stevens saying my mate Chris is on that flight to Lanzarote. Was that the guy that put a post into the Bristol Plane Spotters group this morning? I dropped a comment on there to let him know that I'll be live streaming. Not sure if he's seen it. But yeah, I know that there is somebody that is on this EasyJet A320 Neo heading out to Lanzarote this morning. EasyJet A320 Neo heading out to Lanzarote this morning. Chris from the Bristol Plane Spotters Facebook group is on board, heading out for an awesome holiday. I hope you have a great holiday, Chris. And just like that, gone up into the fog already this morning. Fly well, Chris, fly well. Wind and moisture keeping me on my toes this morning, eh? Constantly going to be wiping the lens cover. Glenn Martin, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Glenny boy. Saying hello, Sean and Mods and Chatters. Good to see you, Glenn. Mate, pleasure's all mine, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to a rather foggy and moisture-laden, if that's even an expression, moisture-laden. Where did that come from? Bristol Airport. Good to be back home though, guys. Good to be back home. As much as I love being at Heathrow, and it is always a very good time, it is very good to be home, of course. Jack Stevens, when are you going back to Heathrow? Yeah, not sure yet, my friend. Be back in the Hertfordshire area in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, not 100% sure yet. So get subscribed to the channel if you aren't already, Jack. And yeah, you'll be able to be notified, of course, of when we schedule our next Heathrow live stream. But I hope to be back at Heathrow sometime very soon. Because yeah, as mentioned, it's always a pleasure to be at Heathrow. A320 off to Geneva this morning is our next departure out of Bristol on runway 27. .214 variant, 11 years old in the EasyJet fleet. Do have the sharklet wingtips. They must have been one of the very first ones, one of the very first A320s in the EasyJet fleet to, of course, get the sharklet wingtips. there instead of just the little triangular wingtips. Here we go, 3:20 out the door to Geneva this morning. Jack Stevens, awesome mate, enjoy Heathrow. Nah, I won't be there during those times, unfortunately. I'm going to be back in the Hertfordshire, London region towards the end of July. Mr. Jacato, greetings from Lund in the south of Sweden. Mate, good to see you. Welcome to Sky Squad TV live from Bristol Airport in Somerset in the UK. Hope you are doing well. So good to have you with us this morning. It's very moist out here this morning at the airport. Guys, just give me one moment. I'm going to actually place a extra lens cover onto the camera to see if that will help with a little bit of the build-up of moisture directly on the lens cover to stop me from having to constantly wipe the lens cover for you this morning. Ryanair Boeing 737 is our next departure, off to a place name in Poland that I genuinely cannot pronounce, and I've tried so many times to pronounce it, and I'm not going to. And I'm not going to. So here we go. We were looking on Flight Radar as well to see where our first Ryanair arrival that comes over from Dublin this sometime soon, if it was going to be either on the way early. But for those of you unaware, Bristol Airport on runway 27, which is the current active runway, runs a category 3 ILS approach system. So on weather like this, these pilots of course can excuse me, these pilots of course can get locked in with the ILS system quite early on in the final approach here into Bristol Airport on runway 27. Bristol Airport, of course, 622 feet above sea level, so it needs a pretty decent ILS system because it gets absolutely wrecked by weather. When I was away on holiday during the quite hectic and extreme heat wave that hit the UK, Bristol Airport got absolutely slammed by a storm. A lightning bolt. You can't actually see the you kind of can see the ATC tower just a little bit there, but there was quite significant thunder and lightning at the airport, and the Bristol ATC tower got a direct hit by a lightning bolt that melted, basically destroyed and melted one of the main antennas on top of the ATC tower for all of the communications between arriving and departing planes. So there was mass diversions on one of the evenings, basically the first day of the storm that hit the Somerset area. Mass diversions from Bristol of A320s and 737s, of course, from Bristol to Cardiff, and then some back up to the Midlands, landing into Birmingham Airport. This storm was absolutely unreal. We missed it because we were on holiday, but I was looking at Reddit, I was looking at the Plane Spotters page, I had some friends messaging me, and the storm was absolutely unreal. I love a good storm, so I actually would have quite enjoyed being here, to be honest with you. So I'm a little bit upset in a way that I kind of missed it. But yeah, so major disruption for basically a whole evening overnight. So all of the late evening and all the very early morning arrivals, because the last arrival that lands at Bristol is 4 a.m. in the morning. So all of those cancelled. There was no plane leaving, there was no plane coming in. They were all diverting to Cardiff, to Birmingham, and or to other airports around the UK. So there was a lot of transitioning flights the following day. EasyJet bringing a lot of their A320s back to Bristol to, of course, help with the demand to get them out, to get all those stranded passengers out. So It was crazy. The storm was crazy, and it didn't just hit once. It then hit the following day, and then had about a week of like no real weather. And then about a week or so later, just before we returned from our holiday, another storm hit. Big old lightning storm. Crazy. So the weather's been mad here at Bristol and at Somerset. So would have been cool for a stream though, to have kind of streamed that weather, but not so much right here in the field because there's no cover, of course. Or well and truly open to the elements. For those of you that are watching the behind the scenes stream over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, then you'll see what I mean by where I'm standing and how open to the elements that we are here at Bristol Airport. So yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. Anthony Wren saying that he saw a hot air balloon flying on Flight Radar 24. Yeah, you will, my friend. So where I live is actually quite close to where the hot air balloons set off from for their flights over Bath and over Wiltshire. So yeah, pretty cool. Jet 2 is our next departure in the .com livery, heading out to future Ventura. But before that, we have well and truly been franked. The wonderful Franksy NZ and Christine Frank dropping in 5 apiece on the Sky Squad TV and memberships. Absolutely incredible support. Thank you so much, Franksy, for dropping in 5 gifted Sky Squad TV memberships. And of course, the wonderful Franksy's much better half, Christine Frank, also dropping in 5 gifted memberships as well. So thank you guys for your ongoing and continued support. It is absolutely amazing. Always a pleasure to have you guys in the stream. Always a pleasure to be franked across our streams here as well. So thank you guys, really do appreciate it. And it's so good to have so many of you. Telly NZ saying Barf is a wonderful place. Telly, you've got it, mate. You've got that pronunciation of the West Country way of saying Barf down to an absolute T, my friend. Down to an absolute T there in the wording as well. Barf in the West Country and Bristol in the West Country as well. Bristol. Man, so hoping that this moisture clears, this mist clears. But honestly, guys, such a pleasure to have you. We are eyes on, of course, for our arrival as well. Our first arrival is always a Ryanair Boeing 737 that comes and goes from Dublin. Jet 2 off to future Ventura, waiting for probably a bit more departure clearance. Maybe been told to hold for the time being, as the mist and the visibility is definitely getting quite low. Just a quick showcase to you. ATC Tower is basically like well and truly covered in the fog right now. Or the mist, I should say. I don't actually know if it is fog anymore. It feels like mist, to be honest. It feels like mist. Here we go, Jet 2, Boeing 737 heading out to future Ventura. Jumper Collins David in the chat there. Kia ora from Christchurch, New Zealand. Had a bit of excitement this afternoon with Queenstown Auckland flight diverted to Christchurch after smoke smelt in the cabin. Reassuring seeing the emergency services respond. Good on you, mate. Yeah, very reassuring for sure. Jet 2 in the .com livery that we cannot see, heading out to future Ventura this morning. Taxiing and rotating, lifting up into the low cloud cover. I wonder if we're going to get any more delays. I think there's quite a few delays this morning. Still quite a few planes sitting pretty on the taxiways and the airfield. Franksy saying that the invoice is in the mail. Good on you, mate. Fair play to you. Fair play to you, buddy. Good on you. I love it. Invoice is in the mail. Franksy, good on you, buddy. It's a pleasure to have you, though, Franksy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, quite a few delays this morning already. And yeah, massive thank you everybody for hitting the like button so far on this morning's live stream. Blasted through 50 likes already. James is there in the chat. Good to see ya. Mate, it is good to be back. It is good to be back home in Bristol. And yeah, the mist will burn off soon. Just creating quite a lot of moisture in the air, of course. Making it a little bit tricky for the camera footage. But quite a few of our EasyJet A320s have got their beacons on at the same time. But whilst we're waiting for those, good morning everybody, hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. Not too much light behind me at the moment, so there's hardly any light feeding in to my camera there, so you can't kind of see my face too much, I suppose. But lovely to see you guys, hope you're doing well. I'm just going to have a quick little drink of water. Can you tell that I'm a massive DJI microphone and camera and drone fan? I don't actually have a drone, so I don't know why I said drones, but can you tell I'm a massive fan? But good morning everybody, hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. My name is Sean, your host here on the live stream. If we haven't met before, it is a pleasure to be hosting you here on the Sky Squad TV live stream from our home airport of Bristol. Pleasure to have you, of course. So welcome. It is a little bit foggy. It is a bit misty. Well, I say foggy. The fog is pretty much cleared. It's just quite misty. A lot of moisture. It looks absolutely gorgeous over there in the distance. You guys can't see it on this particular screen, but over there in the distance, looks absolutely gorgeous. There with the mist and the low cloud and the fog that is dispersing, sitting over the beautiful hills here at Bristol Airport in Somerset. Hope you're doing well in the West Country. Good to see ya. And for those of you joining in from overseas, lovely to have you. Welcome to Bristol Airport. And yeah, as mentioned, my name is Sean, everybody, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. Sometimes joined by my sister Sinead, mostly when we do our Heathrow live streams and other live streams when I'm back towards the Hertfordshire and the London area visiting family. But it was a pleasure to have Sinead with us last weekend, so on Sunday, from the wonderful London Heathrow. Did our very first evening stream. I enjoyed it. I learned quite a lot from that stream, actually. The very first time excuse me, doing a Sunday evening stream and or any type of evening stream from Heathrow. And yeah, learned quite a lot. Not as many heavies as I was expecting in the evening. I suppose a lot more of the heavies, of course, are overnight flights that come into London Heathrow. So we may revert back to our Heathrow live streams being early in the morning, but it's good to get out and test those things. Kind of the same here, I suppose, at Bristol in a way as well. You get a lot of departures and arrivals. Well, more so departures early on in the morning here at Bristol, and then a handful of arrivals early on in the morning as well. But a lot more of those come in kind of like the afternoon period. But I do love coming out early doors in the morning, grabbing the departures, and yeah, being able to enjoy the wonderful departures and arrivals early on in the morning. Then of course allows me to crack on with my day with my family. So yeah, it's awesome. But hey, we will get back out, of course, to London Heathrow again very, very soon. Want to get to Gatwick again soon as well. It's been a while since I was at Gatwick. The last time we were at Gatwick was in December of 2025, of course, and it was freezing that day. I remember, I think it was like -5 degrees or something. There was like a bit of snow on the ground as well. But yeah, it was like -5 degrees or something like that. It was absolutely mad. It was so cold. But very keen to get back out to Gatwick Airport. Very keen also as well to get back out and do another military stream from Lakenheath as well, because it's been a little while since we've been at Lakenheath. So hopefully we can get back out to Lakenheath very soon too. But anyway, good lessons with, just going to get you back on the jet too. Good lessons with Heathrow in the evening. Of course, streamed a few minutes after Jerry from Big Jet TV stream. So maybe those who were watching Jerry were maybe a little bit stream fatigued. It was a great stream. It was super fun. But yeah, it also felt quite slow in terms of like what types of planes and that were coming in, because there were a lot of A320s and A321s. So yeah, a lot of those kind of almost domestic flights, if you will, or like short haul flights coming back into Heathrow, which was good to see, because obviously for the most part you're always very your viewing pleasure at Heathrow is very heavy based, so of course very long haul international flights. So it was actually quite nice, to be honest with you, to see a vast majority and big handful of like medium haul, short haul flights from the A320s and 21s as well. So we've got a couple of heavies, of course. We've got a couple of heavies. So, but let me just quickly catch up in the chat. Lovely to see you all. It's a pleasure to host you. Tony's there as well. Say morning all. Phil from Devon, sorry. Oh, I read Tony, but actually your name is Phil. Your username confused me a little bit there. But good to see you, Phil. Hope you're doing well. Tuning in from Devon this morning. Lovely to have you. Kerry's tuning in from New York. Lovely to see you, Kerry. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to Bristol Airport here in Somerset in the UK, in the West Country. Hope you're doing well. Every now and then I'm just going to be wiping the lens of all of my cameras because we've got a bit of moisture in the air, even though a lot of it's been pushed past us already now, which is fantastic. But our next Ryanair departure heading out to Fuerteventura is going to be taxiing into your shot any moment now. So let's spin over and check out the wonderful Ryanair Boeing 737 taxiing towards us here at Bristol Airport. But I hope the video quality and hope the audio quality is a 5 out of 5 for you lovely people. And thank you so much for hitting the like button. Can we hit 100 likes before this Ryanair Boeing 737 departs for Fuerteventura? You've got about 2 minutes, maybe. Got about 2 minutes. So can we hit 100 likes, lovely people, before this gorgeous Ryanair Boeing 737 departs for Fuerteventura? 737 MAX 8 200 variant, 1 year old, just a baby in the Ryanair fleet. Registered to them in July 2024, so nearly 2 years old, depending on what day it was registered. It's nearly 2 years old. Yeah, Kerry, must be late for you over in New York. Got to be about midnight. But then again, you do live in the city that never sleeps, right? Bill, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Celia Coates, good morning. Good to see you, Celia. Oh, Telly and Zed's there in the chat as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Sorry if I missed you earlier on, Terry. Terry? Telly. Telly, I just called you Terry. Man. 1:46 a.m. in New York. Sheesh, Kerry, fair play to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your early morning with us. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I've been to New York once. Quite a few years ago now, and absolutely loved it. Desperate to get back, actually. Desperate to get back. My wife wants to... my wife is desperate to get to New York as well, so maybe try and line up a bit of a New York and Christmas trip, but I know it can get absolutely freezing in New York at Christmas time, eh? So we'll have to be prepared. Right now out the door into the fog. Yeah, happy 250th anniversary to our American viewers, which falls on a very special day for you guys. 4th of July, eh? Independence Day. So happy 250th anniversary and happy 4th of July. America is going to be well and truly celebrating today, and of course hosting part of the FIFA Football World Cup, which is amazing. Good on you, Kerry. Just came across your channel. Yeah, awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Kerry. Hope you are enjoying the content. Hope you're enjoying the Sky Squad TV community as well. This is our main airport. This is where we are based for the most part, for the time being, for the next X amount of time, here at Bristol in the Somerset in the UK. So it's a pleasure to have you tuning in from New York. Good morning. EasyJet A320 Neo 251 variant off to Funchal, 7 years old. Off to a rather fun airport, eh? And as mentioned a few times on this morning's live stream, we are knocking on the door, my friends, well and truly, of 6,000 subscribers. So it'd be absolutely incredible if we can hit that milestone today, just before the 2-year anniversary of Sky Squad TV, which is on the 21st of July. We'll be celebrating 2 years of live streaming here on Sky Squad TV. Inspector Morse is in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Looks like the mist is clearing for us. Oh, nice bit of vapor on the wings there from EasyJet. Beautiful. Oh, I so wish that was in focus just a bit more. We might get quite a bit more of that now on our departures as this mist starts to kind of clear and be pushed away. Nice bit of fluffage there on the wings of the EasyJet A320. Beautiful. EasyJet A320 in the background there being pushed back for its departure as well. I can see it just in the distance there on the remote stands here at Bristol. Definitely quite a few delays this morning. It's no The airfield is usually quite clear by this point of the morning. So yeah, definitely a few delays because of this weather, of course, pushing those out for another 20 minutes or so. To, of course, get an extra little bit of time for this weather to clear here at Bristol this morning. Loving the fluffy wings, Ipso. Loving the fluffy wings. Thank you so much, Kerry, for subscribing and liking to the channel. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. We get around, of course, Bristol is our home base, but we get around to Heathrow Airport a few times as well. Still got some plans to get around to more of the UK-based airports as well. Still planning a trip out to another UK-based airport for our 2-year anniversary. It's coming up very soon. But I'll keep that under wraps for the time being, just because I want to make sure I can make it. It probably won't be our 2-year anniversary stream. Probably won't be on the actual day of our 2-year anniversary, which is a Tuesday. If I can get out in the evening and do like an evening stream from Bristol, like a bit of a spontaneous evening stream from Bristol, then we will. Otherwise, it will be the weekend of that week. So yeah, obviously get subscribed to the channel and get your notifications turned on, my friends, so that you can, of course, be notified of all of our upcoming live streams, of course. And if you wish to be checking out what's happening behind the scenes, then head on over to our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, right now, where we have a behind the scenes live stream running for you lovely people. If you so wish to go over and check that out at the same time, it'll be a pleasure to have you over there watching the behind the scenes live stream. Plus, and over on the Sky Squad TV Plus as well, you'll be able to have and see a cool custom coded flight radar, essentially, or a sorry, not flight radar, custom coded arrival and departures board. Which shows you the up-to-date arrivals and departures, of course, here into Bristol. All right, our A320 that we're looking at right now is our A320 off to Split EasyJet, and then we've also got our beautiful TUI Boeing 737 just been pushed back to our right hand side over on the remote stand, heading out to Ru this morning. Neil, good to see you. Greetings from Guangzhou in China. Wowzers, good to see ya. Anthony Wren asking, Sean, have you been up in a hot air balloon? I went in one from Bath towards Bristol Airport, but landed in a field. That was 19 years ago. Anthony, no, I've never been in one. I'm not sure if I will, to be fair, mate. I'm not sure if I will. I don't know. The idea of it just kind of freaks me out a little bit, to be honest with you. And I personally didn't know them. I won't share the story. I personally didn't know them. Some friends of mine knew them. But yeah, there was an accident on one, and yeah, it's very much put me off. It's very much put me off, even just the idea. Don't get me wrong, I love a hot air balloon. I love the look of them. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're very British as well, which is awesome. So it's almost like a very patriotic way of kind of flying, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know, man. Something just doesn't sit right with me, the idea of floating like that and like not much control going on of the balloon, if you like. So yeah, but hey, if people want to do it, by all means, of course, go and do it, because I would imagine the experience would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, just not for me. Not for me. I'd much rather be in one of these beautiful tin tubes that flies anywhere between 30 to 40,000 feet up in the air. Victoria Flyer, one of our awesome super mods, essentially from kind of day one of the channel, really, saying he remembers when I hit 200 subscribers. Yeah, wowzers, eh? Crazy. EasyJet A320 coming towards us, heading out to Split this morning, looking gorgeous. The mist has lifted. The moisture has lifted a bit as well. .214 variant, 11 years old in the EasyJet fleet. Looking fantastic. Inspector Mawson, I had a ticket for a balloon, but the company folded. No way. That's a shame. Pete Davies, understand your reasons, but Bristol is the home of ballooning. The annual Bristol International Balloon Fiesta is still great from the ground. Correct, Pete. Yeah, exactly right. Don't get me wrong. Just like I said, don't get me wrong. I love seeing them. They're an absolute, like, pleasure to watch and a marvel to behold in a way. I have quite a few of them fly over my house in Bath, and it's always a pleasure to watch them just, you know, easily just glide over the house. And every now and then you'll hear, of course, the fire from that gas engine, of course, being blown up into the balloon. So yeah, awesome sight to behold. And I definitely want to get to one of the balloon festivals. I saw one. I think there's like a little local balloon festival happening just on the outside of Bath on the 18th of July or something like that. Saturday the 18th of July, I think there's one. So yeah, I'd love to get down there and take the camera and get some content and showcase another element of flying, I suppose, because it is, you know, it is another element of flying. So here we go. EasyJet A320 going to be out the door, heading out to Split this morning. I wonder how long we can keep this guy in our sights for now that the mist and moisture has disappeared. Very much enjoying the slight delay to some of these planes this morning, because it means we've got a few more to entertain us with. Trish is saying, I'm with you, sure, no hot air balloons to me. Yeah, fair play. Any fluffage on the wings of our 320? No, not so much on that one. I get it though, like I get why people want to do it, and the experience I would imagine would be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, not for me, not my type of flying. But then in the next breath, I would very much love to experience flying in a glider. Like, I reckon that would be quite a cool experience. But it's, yeah, what's the difference there, I suppose? I suppose with a glider, it has, some gliders have some type of propeller system for if anything kind of goes wrong. And you are a little bit more in control with how you turn it, of course, how you can bring it down to land and troubleshooting and other elements like that. Who knows, maybe I can get a little bit more educated around the hot air balloon system. But our gorgeous TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8 is off to Rue, 7 years old, and we've got another A320 that has been pushed back as well. A couple of A320s up the far end from EasyJet with the beacon on, ready to leave Bristol. We should have our first arrival coming in very soon as well. Inspector Morse, yeah, they're gliders on the Mendips. Yeah, very true. Tuning in from Chile. Good to see ya. Wowzers, amazing stuff. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Anthony Wren, good on you, mate. It sounds like you had a great experience, my friend, so that's awesome, and that's what it's all about, eh? Kerry, all the way from New York, is heading to bed. I'm not surprised. 2 a.m. for you, near enough. Heading to bed. It's so very nice to meet everyone. Your channel is brilliant. Good on you. Thank you so much for the kind words. Pleasure to have you and to host you on today's live stream. Thank you so much for dropping in and for subscribing and hitting the like button. It means a lot, so thank you. We'll see you again very soon, hopefully, Kerry. We do weekly streams from Bristol Airport, so we hope to see you again soon. TUI Boeing 737 on the move. Inspector Morse near the excellently named Velvet Bottom. So good. I love it. But yeah, hope to see you again soon, Kerry, on our Bristol Airport live streams. Neil, good to see you, saying loving the behind the scenes. Good on you, Neil. Thank you so much. If you're watching now on the behind the scenes, thank you, my friend. Appreciate ya. The audio may not be fully synced, of course, because they're running on different internet and running on different mobile data connections. So they may not be perfectly synced. So yeah, you may have to like mute the behind the scenes or whatever, or have it just a little bit quieter. But sometimes they're perfectly synced, sometimes they're not. All depends on the internet connection. So close to blasting for 100 likes on this morning's live stream, everybody. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Still need to get myself a model of the TUI Boeing 737. I've actually been looking at a couple of models to get, so I can unbox them on the Sky Squad TV Plus live, Sky Squad TV Plus channel. Old mate on the motorbike. Quite a few movements coming out now. Definitely quite a few delays. I'm just checking the departures board. And yeah, definitely quite a few delays because of this weather and the low fog. A lot of them being pushed back quite a bit. Quite a few of the Jet 2s are quite significantly delayed. Oh gosh, here comes Ryanair. Mate, look at this. Yeah. Fluffage. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Look at the fluffage on the wing. Oh, hey. Wow, I wasn't paying attention to flight radar. And I nearly missed the Ryanair 737, but that's the thing, I've got to keep my eyes. Pete Davies, good on ya. Low cloud, fog, mist. Oh, that was cool though. Look at the vapor trails on that guy. The fluffage on the wings was mad. Oh, that was lucky, guys. I'm very sorry. That was lucky. I was not paying attention to flight radar at all. Wow, that 20 minutes crept up pretty quick. I was not paying attention to flight radar at all. And nearly missed our first arrival from Ryanair, but got it just in time for ribbons and fluffage. Wowzers. Okay, we've got to keep our eyes to the sky for the next arrivals, because if this stays as moist as it is, that's an epic sight to see. Hey. Shawnee boy, not paying attention, eh? Slap, slap for Sean. Oh, gorgeous arrival though from the Ryanair. That's definitely a highlight. Definitely a highlight video to be posted. It may even be the might even have to make that the thumbnail after today's live stream for the live stream. Loving it, loving the moisture in the air, loving the low cloud, loving the mist, loving the fog, or however you decide to enjoy it. Loving it, loving it, loving it like that. Here we go, our TUI Boeing 737 finally going to be heading out the door off to Rue this morning. It was scheduled for a 6:45 departure, 7:03 local time right now. Sinead, good on ya. I nearly fell over the tripod leg. I nearly fell over the tripod leg. The thing is though, because the cloud is low, with us being 622 feet up and above sea level, because the low cloud is low, funny, because the cloud is low, of course you will only see those arrivals essentially for a couple of seconds after they cut through that low cloud cover. Anthony Wren, I remember that trumpet. Hey, if anyone's there in the chat that's recently flown with Ryanair on a on-time flight or fluffage on the wings on the 737 from TUI a little bit, then let us know if they still play the trumpet tune. And then that voice comes over. Welcome welcome on board another on-time Ryanair flight. Welcome on board another on-time Ryanair flight. I'm like, was it on time? Or are you just saying it's on time? Thought you were going to give us an Irish jig then. Steady on, Sinead. Haven't done an Irish jig in years. EasyJet A321 Neo is our next departure, heading out to Heraklion. 251 variant. Brand new, guys. Literally brand new, this A321 Neo. Registered to EasyJet in May of this year, 2026, of course. Judith is in the chat. Good to see you, Judith. And thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. 100 likes already on today's live stream in just over an hour of streaming. Thank you, everybody. Very much appreciated. Brand new, the EasyJet A321 Neo 251 variant. Michelle's in the chat. Good to see ya. JP, pretty sure they charge you extra for the on-time flight. They probably do, James. I love it, mate. They probably do, to be fair. Michelle, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Keep your eyes peeled on the wings for any fluffage. On the rotation there it is. Gorgeous. Yeah. Wow. Haha. Very nice. Very nice. Struggling just a little bit on the focus there on the camera. Might give the lens a bit of a wipe. Lens cover anyway. New plane smell, 100%. Next EasyJet out the door, another A320 Neo heading out to Belfast. Short hop for the A320 Neo. We'll keep eyes on the wings again so we can see if there's any fluffage on those guys as well. That was awesome, eh? 7:07 local time, 7:06 for highlight content to get that fluffage on that A321 Neo. Well and truly taking over pretty much all the wings there. Victoria Fly saying, if Sean isn't kicking the tripod, he's tripping over the tripod. Mate, I'm tripping, I'm kicking, I'm falling over it. Whatever you want it to be, I'm doing all of it. Michelle, funny. Yeah, it's very moist and very humid here at Bristol Airport this morning. We're probably going to get another bit of a fluffage show from this next A320. Probably from all of the A320s, to be honest with you. All right, here we go, heading out to Belfast. Flaps set to position number 1, of course, 15 degrees of flaps for the departure on the EasyJet A320 Neo heading towards Belfast. Keep an eye on the wings, guys, keep an eye on the wings. Yeah, there it is. Not so much on the A320, not so much on the A320. That wingspan, of course, just a little bit shorter on the A320 compared to the A321. Loving the fluffage though, loving the fluffage on the wings. Our next A320 from EasyJet is going to be heading out the door off to Nice this morning. Celia Coach saying, best bit watching the planes fly, it's the fluff. Yeah, true. It's always a little bit entertaining and cinematic, if you like. For those on the plane that have a window seat, that view, I love sitting on the wings when it's a very moist day like today, or foggy day, or low cloud day. It's brilliant when you get to see that actually like in real life, and you actually get to see the fluff from the wings. And if you're sitting towards the front of the cabin, and you've got a window seat, and you can look back onto the engine and you can see the vapor as well. If you can see the vapor going into the engine cowl, or the whole of the engine, that's an absolute beautiful sight to behold, which is why it would have been so cool if it was reverse ops today at the airport, so runway 09 was in action. Then we could have been able to see the vapor going into the engine hull. And then, of course, fluffage on the wings as it comes towards us. Sam's there in the chat. Good to see you, Sam. Just got back from a concert in Pyroa. Good to see you. Awesome. How was the concert, mate? Was it good? Were you attending or were you live streaming? Watch out for the fluffage on the wings from the 320 heading out to Nice. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Give it to us, EasyJet. Oh, no fluffage on those ones. Okay. Moisture may have gone past already. Excuse the sniffing there, guys. And morning, massive morning. Big shout out to the wonderful Tracy coming in, saying good morning, evening. Sean, Supermods, and all celebrating 6 months, Tracy, in the ground crew membership tier. Wow, Tracy, that's gone fast. 6 months in the ground crew membership tier already. Tracy, thank you so much. Thank you for your support, Tracy, your ongoing and continued support. 6 months already, eh? Wow, Tracy, it's gone fast. Tracy, it's a pleasure to have you and Silky Sam a part of the channel, of course. Hope you are. I'm imagining Silky Sam still well and truly asleep, sucking in the curtains. But good to see you though, Tracy. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure is all mine to host you here on today's live stream. Back at Bristol, back at our home airport. She's moist, she's humid, she's foggy, she's misty, she's low clouding. But it is a beautiful morning to be out here, and we are getting ready for the oncoming heat wave here in the UK again. It's going to be another high 20s into the 30s in the Somerset region over the next little while. So going to be planning ahead and trying to book me and my boy in to go swimming at the local swimming pools. A320 EasyJet at the door to Barcelona, 214 variant. He sure is. Celia, is going to be Christmas in 5 months. There's a rule in my house, Celia. Or fluffage on the wings there from the 320. Little bit. Yeah, there it is. There's a rule in my house, Celia. It is my birthday on the 14th of July. Coming up very, very soon. There's a rule in my house. We're not allowed to talk about Christmas until after my birthday. Once my birthday's out the way, then we can talk about Christmas as much as we like. So do we make that a rule here on Sky Squad TV? Until after the 14th of July, we cannot talk about Christmas. Nah, completely joking. You guys talk away in the chat about Christmas as much as you like. What your plans are, what you're hoping for, what you're wishing for Christmas. Anthony Wren asking, Sean, did you hear that a company is trying to buy EasyJet? I did, mate, actually, I did. I read the news article about it. An American company, right? American investment company is trying to buy EasyJet. And EasyJet rejected the offer. Because, yeah, they said that it wasn't high enough. And then I think the American investment company then are blaming EasyJet for being greedy or something like that. And yeah, being greedy and demanding more money. I'm like, well, fair play, because EasyJet is a massive, massive company here in the UK. A lot of flights, a lot of people that they ferry around to and from multiple airports here in the UK, over to Europe, over to other places around the world. So why not ask for more money? If a company is trying to buy you, isn't the idea is to build an empire, essentially? Build an empire, build it to a point where, you know, your exit strategy and your exit sum of money is double, if not triple, the price that you had set out. To me, that's a bit of smart business, really, setting yourself up well. Why not? If they can be greedy, why not? They have worked for it. But yeah, I did hear about it though, mate. Jet 2 heading out to Mahoon, Boeing 737-800 in the .com livery. As it disappears into the clouds there. Ipso saying, we have the same rule in my house, but my birthday's the 2nd of December, is it? Oh, mate. Madness, eh? Fair play to you, Ipso. My birthday is the 2nd of December, Ipso is saying. Gemma Cole saying, just had my birthday yesterday. Oh, happy birthday, Gemma. And Rhino is tuning in from Cape Town in South Africa. Mate, good to see ya. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa. I hope all is well for you over in the beautiful land of South Africa. My good friend Tim, aka Part-Time Timmy, for those of you who have been around the stream for a while, whilst I was living over in New Zealand, my good friend, my very good friend Tim, is South African by birthright. We go right now out the door. Kim Eddington saying that my granddaughter is Christmas Day. Wowzers. Yeah, one of my sisters is born on the 19th of December, so that's pretty close. And 3 of my nephews, to my oldest sister, are all born like a couple of days apart, and it's a few days before Christmas. I think the oldest one is like the 21st of December or something like that. Whoa, a bit of camera drift there. 21st of December, I think it goes like 21st of December, 22nd, and then Christmas Eve or something like that. Can't 100% remember now. Sinead, my sister Sinead, been watching Christmas films already. Sheesh, man. Sinead, you're mad. You're actually mad. Inspector Moore saying, almost everyone I know was born in July. It is as expensive as Christmas. I reckon. Our next arrival is our EasyJet A320 coming in from Glasgow, estimated around 7:35 this morning. And then our ATR 72-600 from Aer Lingus coming in from Dublin. And then we've got the Logan Air. Oh, awesome. Then we've got the Logan Air ATR 72-600. Wow, haven't seen that one usually on a Saturday morning. Coming in at 7:56. Oh, what a treat. Awesome. I don't actually think I've seen a Logan Air. Don't think I've seen a Logan Air in land at Bristol before. Awesome. Oh, well, that's a lie. I've seen a Logan Air plane land at Bristol. I haven't seen the Logan Air ATR land here at Bristol. Double bubble on the ATRs, eh? Beautiful. EJ 320 Neo heading out the door off to Barry 251 variant. Judith saying my birthday's in July. Great month. It surely is, Judith. Best month in the world, eh? That's what I say to my mum all the time. I'm like, Mum, that was the best month of your life, that. Yeah, nice bit of fluffage on the wings there from the EasyJet 320. Fantastic. Next EasyJet 320 heading out from Bristol, currently on taxiway Zulu 4, heading towards the active runway 27, is going to be heading out to Venice, 214 variant. 11 years old in the EasyJet fleet, this 214 variant. Liam, good to see you. Good morning. Ipso, say to Inspector Morse, I'd go on a holiday in July if I were you. Might be cheaper. Mate, you're not wrong, to be fair. Beautiful start up on the A320neo over there from EasyJet. If so, you're not wrong, buddy. You're not wrong. It would actually be cheaper to go on holiday. I love that. That's awesome, mate. I love that. Same as Christmas, right? It'd be cheaper to go on holiday. I tell you what would be cheaper for Christmas. Move overseas so you don't see your family. Don't come back that often. Do what I did for 10 years and go and live in New Zealand and don't see your family for that long, and then you don't have to buy them Christmas presents. Sorry, Sinead, Mum and Dad. Sorry. A320 off to Venice, sitting pretty on a runway 27 this morning. Tracy coming in asking, is that a Neo? Tracy, this one particularly is not. But the one spooling up the engines to our right-hand side is. Sinead, rude. Sorry, sis. Had to be done. What do you reckon, EasyJet, with the fluffage on the wings? Not much. Low cloud cover's come back over, though, the end of the runway there, so not being able to keep them in shot for as long as I would like. Man, a little bit tongue-tied there. Do love the 320neo variant, though. Do love the 320neo. Those engines do look very out of place, though, eh? Like, you know, that's a big conversation for the most part with the Neo variant. Like on the 320 as well, just the engines are huge. Those LEAP engines, the engines are huge, and like they're so close to the ground as well. It's like a Boeing 737, really, so close to the ground, but you know, incredibly efficient, incredibly quiet engines as well. Allows those 320s, 321 Neos to fly just that touch further. Right, EasyJet A320 Neo from Glasgow is inbound, looking about 10 minutes away. Or as a Royal Air Force A400, Airbus A400 flying just on the outside of Chippenham, just below Swindon at the moment. Guys, make a detour and fly over Bristol, even though we won't see you, but if we can hear you. If we can hear you, it'd be awesome. Love the A400, man. Such a gorgeous plane. Absolutely sensational plane. A330 air tanker landed at Bryson Norton as well. Just checking out what's coming around us at Bristol. But yeah, EasyJet A320 Neo is on the downwind pretty much. 9,500 feet at the moment. But our A320 Neo is on the move. Heading out to Larnaca. Bit low cloud and moisture coming over us again at the airport here this morning. But once again, pleasure to have all of you joining in this morning. Hope you're doing well. If I haven't met you before or said hello, my name is Sean, your host here on the live stream. Hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for hitting the like button on this morning's live stream. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. If you haven't already hit the like button, then of course please do. Free way for you lovely people to support the channel, and of course helps to push this live stream out to even more people to come in and enjoy the sights and sounds of Bristol Airport. It's ironic. I thought the moisture in the air would have kept my throat feeling a little bit calmer than it is, to be fair. Struggling just a bit. Already drunk through quite a lot of my water that I brought with me. Look at those Neo engines. You can almost see like the bypass there as it just turned, if you were paying attention to that right hand side engine. Almost see through the fans. Gorgeous, eh? A320 Neo turning onto taxiway Zulu 4. If my thinking and mind is correct, the EasyJet A320 Neos use the CFM Leap 1A engines. And of course, a nice way to, or a nice easy way to tell the Neo N engines, usually by visual, of course, is that of course they do look significantly larger on the A320 variant. Not so much on the A321. Like it looks kind of right on the A321, but on the A320, of course, significantly larger. But as you can see towards the rear of that engine there, you can't see too much of the cone. Like the engine cone towards the back is a lot more covered by the outer casing of the Leap engine there as well. And of course, yeah, you've got that nice silver ring at the front too. And of course, the fan inside of those Neo engines a lot larger than the old school CO engines that a couple of the EasyJet A320s do still run. Fans a lot larger, of course, which allows them to fly further, save more fuel and be more economical, and of course helps to reduce noise on the arrivals and departures, and of course whilst flying at the same time as well. But most of all, just being more fuel efficient. Of course, yeah, you'll see those CFM Leap engines on the A320 Neo and 321 Neos as well. Fantastic engine, really is. Another way to identify them if you're looking head on is to also look out for the green inner stripe inside of the engine. That's a good way to be able to locate if it is a Neo engine. Is some of them, I'm not sure if all of them have it, but some of them anyway. I know a lot of the Air New Zealand A320 Neos have a green stripe on the inside of those Leap engines. But yeah, not sure if the we'll try and get eyes on the next Neo and see if we can zoom in a little bit further and see if we can locate that green stripe inside of the engine. IPSO saying 11:1 bypass ratio. There you go. Like insane, eh? Like such an eco-friendly engine. Of course, a lot of that research I can only imagine. I'm not 100% fully over the engines used on the Airbus A350 variant, especially on the XWB, the extra wide bodies, and the ultra long range, of course, that Qantas are using, of course, on their Project Sunrise Airbus A350 1000 ultra long range. For the direct flights from Sydney to London. I'm not sure what the engine manufacturer is on that particular one. Was it Rolls-Royce? Let me know in the chat, guys. I need to go back and remind myself what engines they're using. And the Jet 2 that we're looking at right now in the .com livery, for the vast majority of them, so as we were talking about, the Neo engines, of course, sit quite low, but you can see here, this is a great example. You can see here the Jet 2 .com livery. You can see how low that engine on that Boeing 737 sits as well, because of the fact that 737 is very low to the ground. But of course, it will have that flat element on the front. Can't see it from the side, but if we were more head on, we've got a TUI coming, so maybe the TUI, maybe we can see it on the TUI. See how it's like slightly flatter? It almost looks as if the engine has been like squashed a little bit. See how it's like slightly flatter, not a fully rounded circle, slightly flatter there, because the Boeing 737 sits so low to the ground. of course, when they flare, so when they lift the nose a touch to, of course, get the rear wheels down onto the runway, of course, those engines had to be flat on the bottom, so slightly raised up a little bit so they don't hit the engines, of course, on the runway when they're coming down to land. Now, unsure what this particular Jet 2 is running, but a lot of the Jet 2, TUI and the Ryanair use the next generation fleet, use the CFM 56 engines, and some of also on some of the older TUI 737s as well, which I believe this particular Jet 2 is the CFM 56 engine. Could be wrong there, could be wrong. Scotty's in the house, good to see ya. But is it really a Neo if it doesn't say it on the side? Ipso, correct. Yeah, they also have a slight bulge looking head on, which makes them not symmetrical. Here we go. EasyJet going to be breaking through the clouds in just a moment. I can hear it, but I can't see it just yet. Sitting pretty at 700 feet. We're going to wait for it to break through the cloud, and then once we get eyes on, we'll zoom in. I can hear it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wowzers, it's getting really close and I can't see it. There it is. Wow, look at that. Look at the vapor on those wings. Category 3 ILS system coming in clutch here on runway 27 at Bristol Airport, helping those guys navigate. They cut through. That low cloud cover surely is sitting at about 300 feet. Maybe 400 feet, I reckon. Sitting very low above the runway. That ILS Category 3 system working wonders, beaming into the cockpit of that gorgeous A320 Neo coming in from Glasgow, allowing those pilots to keep essentially virtual eyes on the ground, allowing them to safely bring that gorgeous A320 Neo in to land here at Bristol. Wow, that was amazing, eh? Cutting through surely at about 300-400 feet. Here you go. This is a good head-on view of those engines that are used on the TUI 737. You see that, like, yeah, look, you see that part underneath the engine there, so it was slightly flat. Got a little glimpse of it. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Sometimes the engines on the 737 are known as the hamster mouth, which is a cool little fun fact that I was reading about the other day. Known as the hamster mouth, of course, with that bulge, you know, when hamsters store food in their mouth, and of course their cheeks bulge out and their chin kind of goes in a little bit. I wonder if our Jet 2 is going to give us a bit of fluffage on the wings there. Yeah, there it is. Whoa, steep climb and then a steep drop of the nose there for the Jet 2 737. Our gorgeous TUI 737 now taxiing onto runway 27. To depart from Bristol, heading out to Verona this morning. Frank's is going to go off and watch the rugby, eh? Oh, priorities, mate. Come on. Good on you, mate. Enjoy the rugby. Hope it's well. Hope your team wins. So good, mate. So good. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Ian. Thank you so much again for the gifted memberships, my friend. Nice busy airfield again, eh? Just checking out our next batch of arrivals. So don't want to miss the next one. 7:56 is when the Aer Lingus ATR 72600 is estimated to arrive. And the Loganair ATR 72600 from Jersey looks like it's probably going to win the race by about 5 minutes. So we'll check those guys out as well. I think I asked this on the last live stream. I'm not 100% sure on this fact, but for those of you that might know, is the ATR set up? Is the ATR cockpit set up for beaming into the ILS system at all airports, not just here at Bristol? I can't 100% remember what the outcome of that conversation was. We spoke about it on one of the last streams. Almost see a little bit of fluffage already in those wings of the TUI. Yeah, nice. Big fluffage on the takeoff though, beautiful. Hey, and just like that, got another gorgeous TUI 737 coming towards us as well, gonna be out the door. Heading out to Rhodes this morning, 737 MAX 8, 4 years old in the TUI fleet. Tracy Donny out the door, saying, right, you lovely lot, I'm needed elsewhere, keep being awesome. Sean, Supermods, and all good on you, Tracy. Hey, Tracy, thank you so much for dropping in this morning. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there, enjoy play spotting, spread some love, and we'll see you on the next Sky Squad TV live stream here from Bristol, and then hopefully again in a few weeks' time back over in London at Heathrow. But good to see you, Tracy, and thank you for your membership milestone as well. We'll talk to you soon, eh? And hopefully I can get the chance to meet you soon as well. Christine Frank, we still have you on. Yeah, good on you, Christine. Well, I was just messing with you. All right, TUI is our next departure out the door, heading off to Rhodes, Boeing 737 MAX 8. Good morning. Yeah, good, thank you. So good on you. Yeah, I believe that's what we ended up speaking about as well, that the ATR can use the ILS approach, but it can't, we don't think it can auto land. Jet 2 holiday livery taxiing in the background there as well, gorgeous. Do love the holiday livery. So yeah, I think you're right on that one, buddy. What you got for us, TUI? What you got for us on the fluffage front? Yeah, nice bit of fluffage there as well. Gorgeous view out of those windows for those people who've got a window seat this morning. Landing gear up very early. Positive rate of climb, of course. Jet 2 holiday livery coming at us. Saw a couple of these guys fly over my house yesterday when the weather cleared and the sun was out. Guys, massive thank you for hitting the like button on today's live stream. Of course, if you haven't already, then please do, my friends. It is a free way for you lovely people to support the channel. And helps YouTube push this out to even more new people to come in and watch and join the Sky Squad TV community this morning. Jet 2, Boeing 737 in the holiday livery, 18 years old. This particular Boeing 737 heading out this morning to the wonderful Alicante ALC. Philip, good morning, good to see ya. Matchmakers, good morning. We're at Bristol this morning in the West Country in Somerset. Hope you're doing well. Ipso coming in with an awesome fact there that this Jet 2 Boeing 737 was built for Air Europa. Awesome, eh? But never went to them, came to Jet 2, or did it go to Air Europa, then came to Jet 2? Oh, nice bit of camera drift there. Sorry, guys. Beautiful departure from the Jet 2, lifting up into the low cloud cover. Looks like it might be clearing a touch. It cleared for a bit, then it came back again. It keeps kind of clearing, and then it comes back, and then it clears again. Another Jet 2 coming towards us in the holiday livery as well. Honestly, man, that pesky tree, eh? Look. So, guys, to give you a little bit of insight, I'm going to zoom you all the way out. I do have a lens cover on, but... So, where I'm currently standing is the mud mound, if you like, in the gorgeous Felton Common of Bristol Airport. And yeah, the vegetation, I know we've had a mega amount of rain over the last few weeks because of the storm that came through and ripped through. But the vegetation is growing a lot. So I reckon soon enough, it looks like for some reason this particular area has been kept a little bit kept. So interesting. There must be someone coming up with like it's not me. There must be someone coming up with some gardening tools to keep the mound clear for us, which is very nice. Or it's just not growing because it's just like big stones and stuff. But I might end up trying out a few different positions here in Felton Common. Still working on trying to get a platform and other elements for my car so that we can go around to Winters Lane. Arturo, good morning. Good to see you. Asking, are there any known airlines there like American or United? No. Bristol is not a long-haul airport. It's a medium-haul airport. We do not get American and or United Airlines landing or departing here from Bristol, but part of the airport expansion should hopefully bring more long-haul airlines to Bristol. When the airport expands, the runway expands as well. We are hoping to get open to America and also to Asia at the same time as well. So hopefully United and American do see the value of flying maybe a Boeing 777-200 variant maybe, and or the Dreamliner 787-800 variant to Bristol, because Americans love Somerset. Americans also love Bath as well. I was walking around town yesterday in Bath. I live in Bath, in the city of Bath, and there's a lot of Americans, a lot of tourists come over the Bath, and the Americans love this area. So hopefully those American airlines see the advantage of flying. Doesn't have to be every day, but hopefully they see the advantage of flying their beautiful 777-200 variant or 787-800s into Bristol, or even the A350-900 variant. But we're hoping for, yeah, a couple of Asian airlines to take up the call. Oh, just in time to see this A320 pushback. For the airport expansion, expand the runway by a couple of 100 meters. No, there's currently no flights in or out of Bristol to America. Bristol services UK domestically, Europe, Turkey, and other regions as well. Croatia, Poland. So yeah, the vast majority of Europe, Bristol services via EasyJet, Ryanair, TUI, and Jet2. So yeah, we do service quite a lot of Europe, UK, and other countries, but currently not America. TUI will sometimes They haven't done it this year, but TUI used to fly their Boeing 787-800 Dreamliner, almost like a chartered flight, really, from Bristol to Florida. During a couple of the summer seasons. They haven't done it this year, unfortunately. There's just not the demand for it yet, unfortunately. But when the airport expansion happens, fingers crossed that it does, then Bristol will get opened up to American flights directly, and then also to Asia directly as well, hopefully. Currently, the way to fly from Bristol to America is that you fly with Aer Lingus over to Dublin, and then you continue on from Dublin to America via their A330 service. So you get the ATR 72-600 from Aer Lingus from Bristol to Dublin, and then you continue onwards from Dublin to America or other countries in the world from Ireland. Martin Russell saying hi from a cloudy Bradley Stoke. Good on you, mate. Daryl coming in, celebrating 18 months in the co-pilot membership tier. Daryl, thank you so much. Incredible support. 18 months, eh? Amazing. Talking about Ryanair and Dublin, we got a Ryanair Boeing 737 taxiing towards us just on the other side of that pesky tree. Going to be heading out to Dublin, of course, as mentioned. This gorgeous A320 that we're looking at from EasyJet is going to be heading to Edinburgh, up to the top of the country. Martin Russell saying Bath also has the brilliant American Museum. It surely does, mate. Big old event going on today at the American Museum in Bath for the 4th of July, of course. But yeah, tourists love Bath. Americans love Bath. The history, of course, of Bath as well, the Roman history, is a great element that brings a lot of tourists to Bath. But here's a lovely Ryanair Boeing 737 heading out to Dublin this morning. Daryl, good morning. Say morning, Sean and Mods. Loving the streams from the UK. Always an honour to support Sky Squad TV, NZ1 Aviation and Wellington Flights Live. NZ1 aka Mike and Wellington Flights Live. Kevin, two very, very, very good friends of mine. Great streams, buddy. Keep up the great work. Good on you, Daryl. Kevin, Mike, two very good friends of mine. Very much kept in contact with them as well, which is fantastic. So it's a pleasure to be able to connect with those guys and to stay in contact with them as well. Our Loganair ATR. Yeah, telly, eh? Just seen your message in the mod chat. I did actually pick up on that. Chose to not entertain it. Loganair ATR 72-600 coming in. As mentioned earlier on, first time seeing the Loganair ATR 72-600 for me here at Bristol. I've seen their Embraer jets that they sometimes fly in and out. Telly, yeah, good on ya. So good. Correct. All right, Ryanair heading out to Dublin. Oh, Glenn Martin. I think I missed Glenn Martin's membership milestone. I'm not sure, but Glenn, there it is. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat with us, Glenn, but there you go. Saying thanks, Sean. You have created an awesome family from NZ to the UK. Glenn, thank you so much, my friend. Not sure if you're still here, Glenn. Apologies for missing that earlier on. I got distracted by the memberships, gifting memberships from Francie and Christine. Apologies, Glenn. 19 months in the co-pilot membership here. You can tell we're getting up to our 2-year anniversary. Of course, it wasn't. You don't get your memberships active through YouTube from the beginning. You've got to work at that. So of course there is a couple of month gap out there. One Ryanair out the door, the second Ryanair lining up on runway 27 here at Bristol. And thank you everybody for hitting the like button. So close to 150 likes. Next Ryanair, the one we're looking at right now on runway 27, is heading out off to Tenerife. Anthony Wren saying, I also read that British Airways A321 from London City Airport fly to Ireland and then fly to the USA once they have taken on more fuel. An A321 at London City? Really? I didn't think A321s could land at London City. They're too big. Anthony, did you mean an A321? I could be completely wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong, Anthony. I'm not saying that you're wrong at all, but I've never heard of an A321 landing at London City. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because if so, that's amazing. That is a great milestone for the wonderful team at London City Airport if they've been able to get an A321 to land at their airport. That is fantastic. Ipso saying it was the A318 in an all business class configuration. They don't do it anymore, sadly. All right, our ATR should be very close. Is that EasyJet A320 going to get out before? I don't think so. I don't think so. But our ATR, Loganair ATR 72600 will be coming in shortly. Martin Russell just subscribed. Good on you, Martin. Thank you so much, my friend. We are knocking on the door, ladies and gentlemen, of 6,000 subscribers. We are very, very close to that, my friends. We are very close to 6,000 organic subscribers, and I want to give a massive shout out to one of our incredible super mods, Telly, dropping in a membership milestone. 17 months on the ground crew membership tier, saying, I love all the known UK airlines there. Telly, man, good on you. I love it. So good. So good. Ipso, yeah, correct. They're trying to get the A320 certified into London City, which will be interesting. That will be interesting. The only main big Airbus jet that I know of, personally myself, don't know if the A319 lands at London City, that lands at London City is the A220. Of course, the Embraer E175 is a very heavily used jet into London City. Here we go, guys. We're just going to look at the grey sky for the time being as we wait for our Loganair ATR 72600 to pop through. And Martin, thank you so much for subscribing. As mentioned, very much knocking on the door of 6K organic subscribers here on Sky Squad TV, and would love to hit that milestone today. On the build up to our 2-year anniversary as well. 900 feet for our Loganair ATR 72600. Should break through the cloud any moment now. As mentioned, that low cloud cover is probably sitting at about 300-400 feet, I believe. Is the Embraer 195 is the biggest one at the moment? Yeah, wow, okay, cool. Here he comes. Loganair ATR 72600 coming in from Jersey, breaking through the cloud. Ipso, doesn't the Italian airline ITA fly the A220 into London City? Wow, Loganair ATR 72600 still staying quite high. Of course, with those wings mounted on the top of the fuselage. Not much fluffage in any way, shape or form, or vapor coming off of those wings, of course, with the props right in front. So would have been nice to have seen a bit of vapor coming around the propellers though, if that was possible. Lionel, good to see ya. Telly, no worries, mate. Good on you. I just seen your message in the mod chat there, buddy. Good on you, my friend. We will see you soon. If not, then we'll catch you on the next one. Telly has been summoned to the kitchen. ATR 72-600 from Logan Air. Beautiful arrival. Our next ATR 72 from Aer Lingus is coming in. Interesting flight path and pattern for the ATR 72-600 to of course clear for the Logan Air ATR. Love the sound of those turboprop engines. EasyJet needs to get a bit of a move on. Aer Lingus sitting at 1,850 feet. Ipso saying they do. Think it's only the smallest A220, whatever that's called. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, the A220 model numbers are confusing, eh? Trish, good on ya. No worries at all, Trish. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catch you again on the next one. Telly and Zed's out the door as well. Judy calls. How far down's our Logan Air ATR gone? Oh, just there behind that tree. Celia, yeah, I have to say I do love the props. Do love a turboprop, and I do love an ATR. I'm very fond of the ATR. Throughout my years of living in New Zealand, had the pleasure of flying on the ATR 72-600 Air New Zealand and the Dash 8 as well. So very much a fan of turboprops. Yeah, become very fond of the ATR. Very, very fond of it. I do miss flying on it, to be fair. I very much miss flying on the ATR. Second ATR's on final from Ipso. Surely is, mate. Keep an eyes on flight radar, but let's spin round because it's probably going to break through the cloud in just a moment. Probably somewhere over there. I can hear it. Can't see it just yet, though. It breaks through at about 500 feet. There it is. Aer Lingus ATR 72 coming in from Dublin to Bristol, and we'll see this go out in about an hour's time here on the live stream. Look at those props, man. Fantastic. Love the arrivals into Bristol, especially on the 2-7 approach. Coming over Felton Common. There's another spot that I want to go and try and stream at. Maybe next week. Hopefully the weather's a bit nicer. Maybe next week. We're going to stand at the other spot. I've stood there once before when reverse ops was on, but it wasn't great for reverse ops. But it will be pretty good for runway 27. They fly literally right over the top of our head. Celia, yeah, true. Watching the turboprops at night time is beautiful when those lights beam onto the back of the props there. You also, the really nice thing as well at night time when the lights are shining onto the back of the props is that you get to see quite a lot of the vapor and the prop wash as well. Such a great site. So there we go, our last arrival for a couple of minutes time. I believe our next arrival will probably be an EasyJet A320, but there's our two ATRs. Wasn't expecting to see the Logan ATR 72-600 this morning. But yeah, keen to fly on an ATR again. I'm keen to get my sister Sinead to fly on one as well. I don't think she's ever flown on a prop plane before, on an ATR. I think she'll love it. I think she'll absolutely love it. We'll have to try and book ourselves a window seat. Honestly, if there's any of the Bristol ground crew watching, if you've got anything to do with the field in front, can you come and cut these trees down just a bit? Don't let the protesters hear me talk about cutting trees down in the common. Oh, I lied. Our next arrival is a Ryanair Boeing 737-800. Aer Lingus gone over there to the remote stand in the far end. I cannot pronounce your YouTube name, so I'm just going to try and pronounce the first few letters, but Una. I prefer the ERJ whenever I fly Loganair. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. The Embraer Jet is very nice. I've never flown on one myself before, but I can imagine it's very nice. It looks nice. It sounds nice when it comes in here to Bristol. We get it every now and then. Sinead saying, no, I haven't, so I'll leave that in your capable hands. All right. But good to see you, Una. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, so we've got a few minutes between our next departure and also our next... Oh, Ipso it is as well. Good on ya in the mod chat there. Unarmed Duck. Great YouTube name. Unarmed Duck. Sorry, just on my small screen on my phone, it's sometimes hard to figure out what people's YouTube names are. Unarmed Duck. I love that. That's a great YouTube name. Good to see ya. Saying I prefer the ERJ whenever I fly Loganair. Yeah, fair play. Anyway, good to see you all. 8:15 is our next departure from Bristol EasyJet. Our next arrival should be coming in about 5 minutes time, running early, the Ryanair Boeing 737 from Valencia. And then looks like we might have a little bit of a break in the proceedings for a few minutes in between our arrivals and departures. But we certainly won't miss our arriving Ryanair because we should have quite a nice bit of moisture coming off of that guy on the wings, vapors and other things as well. But good to see you all, guys. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. If I haven't met you before or come over and said hello, my name is Sean, your host here on the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Apologies if this screen is quite dark. It looks a little bit dark on my end. It might not be for you guys, but lovely to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. It's a pleasure to have you and to host you here at Bristol, our home airport here on Sky Squad TV. We'll be out here this morning for about another hour and a half, finish up proceedings around about 9:30, which is when the vast majority of the arrivals and departures for the morning end. And then there's quite a decent chunk of a gap, breaking proceedings for the airport team to reset the airport, of course, and yeah, to get back around and get themselves ready for the lunchtime rush and the afternoon rush. So we'll be out here to about 9:30 this morning, and then we will pack up and head back home. Of course, if there's any other cool planes or anything coming in, then of course we'll jump around and hang around for a little bit. But lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. My name is Sean, as mentioned, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. If you are keen to see behind the scenes what I'm up to, some of the gear, and also see a custom coded arrivals and departures board, which I think actually works quite well, to be fair. I'm trying to figure out how I can get that onto the mainstream, but if I'm honest, I want the mainstream the mainstream screen to stay looking how it is now, with the bar down the bottom, the logo up the top left there, and of course, yeah, every now and then the different screens, the side-by-side screen like this one here as well. It's quite a nice screen, but I like coming over to this big one as well for the talking. But yeah, I was thinking about trying to get like the kind of data tags to pop up on the screen and other things. It takes quite a decent bit of work to custom code all of that. My brain works to a certain extent with custom coding, and then I have to get AI to step in and help. But sometimes when you get AI to step in and help you code stuff, it actually just sends it on a completely different path to what you want it to. But I'm quite good at coding. I've got a good understanding of coding, and most of what you see, this bar down the bottom, completely custom coded and made by myself. And a lot of the other stuff, the departures and arrivals board, custom coded as well, bringing in data from ADSB receivers. So yeah, but want to do a bit more on the behind the scenes. But let me know if you guys want a little bit more on this stream as well, on this screen I mean. But yeah, I quite like the clean element that we have to it, and if you do want those extra bits, then you can check out the behind the scenes over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, and then you can also check out some of the other highlight content and videos that I've posted up there, like our latest vlog, which was from the holiday that I just did on the Isle of Wight, and I got to go to Sandown Airport for a couple of hours and do some plane spotting at Sandown Airport. This is a great little private airport, great private airport on the Isle of Wight, which is fantastic. So I got to get nice up close and personal. Hoping to get back there again. I think we'll do quite a few family holidays to the Isle of Wight. I used to go there as a child myself, and it was great to be back actually. Walked around a lot of different places on the Isle of Wight, and I was like, oh yeah, remember this, remember that, remember this. So yeah, it was awesome. But hey, here we are out at Bristol, the wonderful Bristol Airport, which we are hoping will continue to expand, and hoping to continue to welcome new airlines, welcome new flights. Of course, there is conversations at the moment for the expansion, of the airport, of course, to extend the runway by a couple of 100 meters, to extend the terminal, to add more gates, to add more remote stands as well. As a couple of you in the chat there asking about why people are walking over to the plane. It's because there is a lot of remote stands at Bristol. The actual terminal building itself is very small. I'd love to go over there one day and do a bit of a walk-in tour, but there's a lot of security elements around doing walk-in tours around airports, and they don't actually like you to do them too much. But I'm going to be reaching out to the airport for a few other elements, a few other networking elements, and a few questions that I have for them. And one of them was to kind of come in and do a bit of like a walk-in tour of the airport to showcase it. But there's been a couple of airports I've tried to do that with, and they've come back and said no due to security issues, of course, which is perfectly understandable, and I totally get why. But I'd love to do a bit of a walk-in tour of Bristol Airport to showcase the airport itself, the terminal building, kind of like the before and after of the expansion, if we're still based in the Somerset region by that point. But I also want to do a video as well showcasing all the plane spotting locations that you can get to. But anyway, Bristol, I love it. Great airport. Ryanair is coming in, Boeing 737, so we'll pop over and get eyes on our Ryanair as it comes in shortly. I'm just checking it out on Flight Radar. When it gets to about 1,000 feet, then we'll spin around and get eyes on. But welcome to Bristol Airport, everybody. Hope you're doing well. My name is Sean, your host. Sometimes joined by my co-host, my sister Sinead, who is one of our awesome super mods there in the chat. She will come out and join me for a couple of our live streams, mostly for when we live stream from a London Heathrow and other airports based back in the Hertfordshire and the London area. So, yeah. But yeah, people walk to the bus here at Bristol because there is quite a few remote stands. So the top right hand picture here of the EasyJet, on the right hand side of that is pretty much all of the remote stands. There's about maybe 5 or 6 more gates on the actual terminal building, but then on the right hand side of where that EasyJet 320 is all of the remote stands where a lot of the TUI and the Jet 2 planes park up. And then on the far left hand side of the airport is the other remote stands as well that a lot of the TUI TUI Boeing 737s use. Celia asking when I'm doing a rooftop stream again. Yeah, I was hoping to do one. Unfortunately, due to the extreme heat wave, the one in June got postponed because it was going to be 36 degrees that day at the airport. So for safety reasons, they postponed it. But look at this gorgeous Ryanair Boeing 737 coming in. Look at the vapor. Look at the vapor trails for the moisture in the air coming off of those flaps. Wow. Look at the vapor on the flaps. Those ribbons are awesome. Oh, wow, Ryanair bringing it down heavy as well. Jackie Lawrence, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Stefan joining in from Germany. Good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, Celia, we're hoping to be back at the rooftop very soon. So the June one got postponed due to the extreme heat wave. As mentioned, it was going to be 36 degrees here in Bristol that day, so they postponed it for safety reasons for all of the people attending and for the staff as well. So yeah, postponed it for safety reasons. But then, unfortunately, the rescheduled date is actually on my birthday, which I can't unfortunately make, which is a shame. Yeah, which is a big shame. Oh, hey, here we go. A bit of ground crew. Fire engines coming out. Going for a bit of a hoon up the runway there, trying to keep it steady, but a bit of wind coming through. What's going on here then? Are they following that Ryanair, or are they just doing a bit of a training run right behind it? Probably doing a bit of a training run, I think, by the looks of that. And a bit of formation there. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a training run there for if there is an emergency of hot brakes or an emergency landing. Pretty cool. Yeah, so got rescheduled to my birthday, 14th of July, but unfortunately I can't make it. Also, unfortunately, the main reason why I can't make it is because my car is in the garage for all of that week. I've annoyingly got an oil leak on my car, and it's quite a considerable one. And so, yeah, my car has to be in the garage for a whole week. So, yeah, don't have access to my car. So, unfortunately, won't be able to make that one. So, hopefully, in the next few weeks, we'll be able to get back up to do a rooftop live stream. But if we can make it for my birthday, then I'll make it happen. But it is my birthday, so yeah, we will see. We'll wait and see. Hannah, good morning to you and Frankie. Good morning, Hannah and Frankie. Hope you're doing well. Saying good morning, everyone. Hannah, good morning. Lovely to see you here with us. We were just trying to keep our eyes on if the fire engine is going to come back. Here they go. Bristol Airport fire crew. Have they got the blues and twos going? Looks like they do. Yeah, they do. I can see them in the distance there, eh? Can't remember where it was, but I saw a job advert for Bristol Airport Fire Brigade recruiting, which I thought was quite cool. One, two, and the third one obviously at the back of the pack there. Going for a cruise down the runway. Mark Skinner, good morning. Good to see you. Say morning from South Wales. Cloudy here too. It's been a long night watching the World Cup. Sorry, Australia losing on penalties. Bad luck. The Australians, eh? Losing on penalties. To be fair, the Aussies got further than I thought they would do. Shame about good old New Zealand, though, not being able to get through. But yeah, my hopes weren't high for the Kiwis in the World Cup, to be honest with you. Fire engine crew going behind the hedgerow there. Can't see them too much now. But yeah, hopes weren't too high for the fellow Kiwi crew. Hey, it would have been, to be honest with you though, it would have been absolutely awesome to have watched the Kiwis get further through the World Cup. You know, obviously New Zealand not that known, of course, for their football team. Obviously known for their rugby team, the All Blacks. All right, our A320 Neo we're looking at right now, pinging up on radar, going to be our next departure, heading out here from Bristol to Glasgow. Going to be starting the pushback any moment now, I would say. Our fire crew still rocking and rolling on the runway there. Going for another charge. Do apologise about the slightly unfocused footage. There is still quite a decent bit of moisture in the air as we are cutting through this low cloud. Hey, fire crew, ground crew, if you're watching, come out to Felton Common. Come say hello. Hello, mate.
Hi.
2 seconds. I've got a 2 seconds, everybody. I've got a visitor. How are we doing?
We're Safe Felton Common Group going to be putting up some mock towers.
Oh, okay, cool,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you've got some technical equipment here.
Yeah, surely
what
do. I'm doing a live stream at the moment onto YouTube.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Or the planes arriving and departing. So yeah.
Okay.
It's cool.
So we're on YouTube as well.
Oh, are you? Oh, cool, nice.
So Safe Felton Common.
Oh, yeah, cool, yeah.
So if there's about 6 videos.
Cool.
So we'll be going from the inline with the runway.
Yeah, nice.
Showing a mock depiction of what the towers are going to look like.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Nice.
You might want to hang around for that.
Well, yeah, I've seen it before because I spoke to the I spoke to the lady that lives in the house over there. We had quite a heated chat.
Yeah.
But then it ended on a good one. I tried my best to end it on a good one because obviously, as you can tell, I'm in favour of it, you know. But I'm very open to the conversation from anybody, and I love having the chat. So yeah, no, I saw it the last time you guys came. You set up the first set up the first one for where the landing lights and stuff are going to go. So
we'll keep the pressure up.
Yeah, cool. Well, look, that is exactly what it's all about. Like I've been following along on the like the blog and other things that the council and the Bristol North Somerset Council have kind of put out there in the comments and stuff on it. So yeah, it's a good read and it's a good chat with people as well. And like I understand everybody's concerns and everybody's like hopes and wants for it all, and yeah, we shall see what happens, we shall see what happens. Right. So yeah man, nice one. Yeah, cool. Yeah, always a good time. Right, we were looking at our A320 Neo on the departure, heading out towards Glasgow. Another visitor from the Safe Felton Common team, of course, who are the protesters. To of course, save Felton Common from being hit by the airport expansion. They're setting up their, as they have called it, their towers, because they think that the airport is setting up towers, but of course they were going to be setting up landing lights. Not so much towers, I suppose, but yeah, they'll be setting up the blockades, obviously. We're setting up the blockades, but there's one of their cars. There'll be so all that on the top of the car there is what they're going to be setting up to showcase how much of the land, of course, is going to be taken from the wonderful Felton Common that we are in. So I completely appreciate, as I said to the guy, their comments, their wants, and everything else as well for Felton Common and how much land is going to be taken from Felton Common. I'm kind of like, they should go and have a look at Gatwick Airport, because what Bristol Airport is hoping to achieve with the placement of the landing lights is very similar to Gatwick Airport, and where the landing lights are, and of course the fencing and the blockades around the landing lights, of course, to keep them safe and to keep people away from it at the same time as well. So yeah. Dimitri, we are at Bristol Airport, my friend, in Somerset. Shows you down in your bottom left-hand corner there, and on the title of the live stream and the thumbnail as well. Ipso sounded much more reasonable than the last anti-expansion person we had. Very true, my friend, very true. Yeah, that lady was heated, Lady was heated. I've actually seen her a couple of times since then, and we've had a good few chats in passing off of the stream. We've had a good few chats. She didn't apologise. I wasn't expecting her to apologise because, you know, she is well and truly allowed her own rights and her own views, and well and truly allowed to sound those, which is, you know, the beauty of the freedom of the world that we live in. But yeah, you know, she became very, the last I'll say, she just became very hot-headed towards me is the expression that I would use, when she very quickly realised that, of course, I was not on her side. was in favour of the expansion. But yeah, that fella, I should have got his name actually, to be fair. That fella very much in very much in a more nicer mind space and mind frame, I suppose, this morning on a gorgeous morning here at Bristol. But that's what it's all about. Let's have a conversation, you know. Let's have a conversation. You know, people are in favour, people are not in favour. But, you know, if we can all come to an agreement in some way, shape or form, then we'd love to. I just think, like, I've spoken to a lot of people about the expansion online through the blog that I mentioned when I was talking to that guy. Online and through the blog. And it's like, no one can really explain to me in depth, like, a very valid reason other than Felton Common is a special place. I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that, but is that all that you're protesting against because Felton Common is a special place? Like surely there's more involved. Don't get me wrong. I know the wildlife here in the Common. I appreciate the other people that I've spoken to that are giving me more of an in-depth insight. I appreciate the fact that the road infrastructure to and from Bristol Airport is really not that great. I do appreciate that. Coming from the Hertfordshire and the London area, how built up those areas are, you know, it's, yeah, you know, it makes sense to cater to the size of those airports. And unfortunately, I do also agree Bristol Airport is positioned in the wrong place. There was another place in Bristol, actually in the city, where the airport basically should have gone, and it is much more suited to it, but unfortunately it's turned into a big new housing estate and is currently being built up. But yeah, the vast majority of people that I've spoken to, aside from some that maybe are a little bit more educated into the fact of local infrastructure and businesses, you know, all they've been able to say to me is Felton Common is a special place. I'm like, I appreciate that, but there has to be more to it. Like, there has to be more to it than just that comment, surely. Has to be more to it. I digress. I'm in favour of it, but as I said to that fella, more than happy to have a conversation. Sit down, stand up, however it is, over a beer, a coffee, a tea, whatever. More than happy to have a conversation with people if they're keen and open to it. So that fella seemed like he was keen. If I maybe wasn't streaming, or if I maybe wasn't out here with all my gear, then I reckon we probably would have had a decent chat. But don't get me wrong, I do agree. It's not in the best location, the airport itself, the airfield. And the road infrastructure to and from and around the airport is really not great. But I appreciate everything and all the efforts that the Bristol Airport team are putting in to try and make it more accessible and easier for people to get travel to and from Bristol Airport. A lot more bus routes, a lot more bus lanes, putting on more public transport to and from the airport, more express transport as well, to help lighten the load on the roads, especially around a lot of the rural areas here in Bristol. EasyJet A320 is our next departure. A320 Neo out the door, heading off to Glasgow this morning. 251 variant, of course. 1 year old, registered, coming up to 2 years, registered to EasyJet in September 2024. Anthony Wren, but they have foxes at London Heathrow. I've seen them on Big Jet. They do. They have foxes, they have bird life, they have nature, because nature is a wonderful thing and can adapt. Just like us humans, they can adapt. I also see it for a economical. I also see it as a big boost in the economy, the local economy for Somerset and Wiltshire and further down south as well. I know we've got Exeter Airport and other elements as well, but I see it as a economy boost for Somerset, Wiltshire, and even the Cotswolds as well, which is just above us. See it as a good economy boost. Bringing more people to the area means more tourism, means more money being spent in local businesses, means more independent businesses being able to set up. Expanding anything is always a good thing. All right, next arrival is our baby bus A319 coming in from Alicante. Michelle, there used to be Michelle, but unfortunately that's now turned into a mega housing project with a train station and its own shopping mall. Yeah, it's mega. I cannot remember the name of it now, which is annoying, but I've actually been there. It's really cool, but yeah, it's where the airport should have been. It's an old Air Force base in Bristol. It's where the airport should have been, but for some reason it never went there. I don't know why. I don't know the history of it. I should probably look into it a little bit more. But yeah, I don't actually know why, to be honest with you. But that's where the airport should have been. Thank you everybody for hitting the like button on today's live stream. Hope you enjoyed my little bit of a well, it wasn't a rant, to be fair, because it wasn't at all. It was a educated, I hope, educated insight to how Sean is thinking about the airport expansion here for Sky Squad TV. Of course, I'm in favour. Right, baby bus A319 coming in very soon, sitting pretty at 1,800 feet. Coming in from Alicante, 2 hours on an Airbus A319. 2 hours, eh? I don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about that. Nick Lane, good to see you. Loving the show. Sean from Brisbane with my little son and Noah. Big expansion taking place here with our airport. Anyway, more importantly, should I have red or white wine with my pizza tonight? Great show. Nick, good to see you again, buddy. And good to see your son Noah again as well. I remember you guys from one of our other streams a couple of weeks ago. Good to see you. Yeah, massive expansion for Brisbane, eh? Massive expansion. I, of course, follow the fellas, James and Matty at Only Planes Network, or James and Matt at Only Planes Network. I love those guys. They're awesome. I've had the pleasure of connecting with them quite a bit before. So, yeah. Louise is joining in the chat this morning as well. Good to see ya. Anthony saying, if you go back quite a few years ago, Bristol Airport used to belong to Bristol Council. Did it really? Interesting. All right, we're going to get eyes on for our A319 baby bus coming in. Interesting use of words, though, from those fellas. The airport setting up the towers. I'm like, the landing lights. I suppose they are towers in some way, shape or form. It's a towering structure, if you like. Comes our 319 breaking through the cloud. Should hopefully get some nice vapor coming off of the flaps on that guy as well, even though it's dispersed quite a bit here now. Good on you, Nick. Thank you for the kind words, my friend. Love the Airbus A319, now affectionately known by most people as the baby bus. Of course, the A318 used to be the baby bus, but you know, the A318s are very few and far between now. Michelle, yeah, correct. Bristol sounds a bit like Welly Airport in the wrong damn spot. And wow, Sinead. Wowzers, my wonderful sister Sinead dropping in. Dropping in 10 gifted memberships. Sinead, thank you so much. My sister Sinead, one of our awesome super mods and also part of our captain membership tier as well, dropping in 10 gifted memberships. Sis, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. And yeah, look at that. We got Nick as well. How good. Oh, Sinead, thank you so much. That's incredible support. Thank you. Really do appreciate you dropping in those 10 gifted memberships there. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, sis. Very much appreciated. Welcome to all of those lovely new members, part of the Sky Squad TV community. Big thanks to my sister Sinead for dropping those in, eh? Those new members now have access to the wonderful membership emojis. They're in the chat. You can use them to your heart's content. And you also have access, if you wish to come and get involved, on our Discord server as well. If you use Discord and want to get involved and connect with other Sky Squad TV members outside of the live streams on the days that we're not live streaming, and then you can be notified as well. One of the first people to be notified of content that we put up as highlight content, and of course as live stream notifications as well. So good to see you all. Thank you so much, Sinead, once again. Nick Lane saying thank you. Good on you, Nick. Giant Coin Stacks is there in the chat as well. Good to see you, mate. If you're doing well. Nick, enjoy that membership, my friend. You've got access to the emojis now. Sinead, thank you. Amazing. And thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button on today's live stream. Getting very close to 200 likes on today's live stream from our hometown of Bristol. Thank you so much. A319, as mentioned, in from Alicante. Is it going to taxi down long, come down to the remote stands or around the other side? Good on you, Michelle. William Lynn, good to see ya. Oh, where's our ATR? I can hear our ATR 72600, but I can't see it. I believe it's the Logan Air one. Where's that gone? Is it sneakily backtracked on the runway? It's not pinging on flight radar at the moment. Has it done a sneaky and backtrack? Oh no, it's just over there in the distance. I can see it now. I can see it now. William Lynn, beautiful. Looks like a plane in slow motion, lol. Amazing, eh? Good to see you, William. Hope you're doing well, buddy. All right, our Logan Air ATR 72600 is on the move. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get to 200 likes before this wonderful Logan Air ATR 72600 departs? Can we get over 200 likes? Will be the one. If we can, it'll be fantastic. Had such a blast this morning. Got about another hour of plane spotting for you lovely people. Ipso, ATRs are like Mrs. Facto, usually heard before seen. Mate, you're lucky she's not in the chat, mate. Unless she is. But you're lucky she's not in the chat, man. You'll be getting a slap on the wrist, buddy. Alright, ATR has backtracked down on runway 27, so we won't get a good look of it because that hedgerow is getting a bit higher as well. Maybe it really is time to invest in that platform for the car, so we can get around onto Winter's Lane and get some up above the fence line shots. Love the sound of those props though. Here we go, as our Logan Air TI 72-600 with the tartan tail. Just seeing if she's watching downstairs, think I'm safe. If so, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man, if so. All right, power set on the Logan Air. ATR 72-600, of course. Michelle, RIP to Mr. Facto with them comments. You know it. Wow, up early the ATR from Logan Air. Sounds like our Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 is firing up the engines as well. A little bit more visibility over that end of the airfield. Surely is. Logan Air. Push back, you won't see it because it's directly behind that tree. There you go, you can see it through the tree. Hopefully that taxis down towards us here, not backtracking down runway 27. There's our baby bus 319 that just arrived, and good on you everybody for helping us smash through 200 likes just in time for that wonderful ATR 72-600 to depart. Amazing. Got nothing on the approach just yet. Just catching up in the chat with you all. Good to see you. Such a pleasure to have so many of you tuning in with us this morning. Gary West, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in, first time viewer. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Paul's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Paul. Saying morning, Sean. Good to see you again. Great scenes. Morning, everyone. Sally's there as well. Good morning, Sally. Here's our Aer Lingus ATR 72-600. Steve Beekow's in the chat. Good to see you, Stevie boy. Aer Lingus on the move, heading out towards us, ATR 72-600. Love those turbo props. Look at those props, eh? Tell you what I need. I need all the wooden crates in the platform that those fellas who were running the protest against the airport had on top of their car. That's what I need. Maybe I should ask them. Maybe I should ask them if I can use their platforms for to stand on top of their car for streaming. How do you reckon that would go down? Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 out the door. Heading back over to Ireland. Nothing like a prop to wake us up even more, Sean. Good on you, Paul. Yeah, one of the best, eh? Turbo props, man. Gorgeous departure from the Aer Lingus ATR 72-600. As mentioned, getting a touch more visibility up there now. Our Ryanair should be out the door pretty soon too. We do have a Rogue EasyJet A320 that's been sitting over on the remote stand for the vast majority of today's live stream. So we're hoping that that will depart very soon. Was Radio, good to see you, my friend. Saying we'll be here till 7 PM, Sean. Then I have a Platters That Matter to go to. Yeah, no worries at all. The wonderful and the legendary Was Radio over there. Highland FM in Sydney, Australia runs a fantastic radio show that you can tune into because it is broadcast online. You can tune into it from over here in the UK, which is absolutely sensational if you want to. And I highly recommend that you do. He also has his own Discord server where you can go and connect with all of the other awesome people that tune into the show at the same time as well. And it's an awesome community of people that come in. Yeah, I highly recommend that you do go and check out Highland FM, Was Radio. Warren, of course, is your disc jockey throughout your time spent on the Platters That Matter live show. It's a great show. So many people get involved. I've met some incredible people through being a fan of the show and through listening to the show for quite a while. So it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of it. So definitely go on over, check it out. Does some awesome shout outs for a lot of us aviation live streamers as well, which is a huge help, of course. So thank you, my friend, and yeah, stay up until you need to. We'll be out here for another little while, just waiting for our next bunch of arrivals and departures, which I think we have a little bit of a gap in proceedings for the time being. Our next departure is the Ryanair, which isn't scheduled for another 20 minutes until 9 AM. Just checking the arrivals front. Wowzers, that EasyJet A319 baby bus. Yeah, Chris Frank, thanks for your message in the mod chat there. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ian, good to see ya. Same morning, Sean. Thanks for filming back at Bristol. I have some great memories of aviation in Bristol. Concorde on its last flight to Patchway flying over the suspension bridge. Yeah, how good, Ian? Hey, amazing, eh? Man, I would have loved to have seen that. That was like iconic. Iconic. It would have been absolutely amazing. Yeah, Christine, good on ya. I'm with ya. I back you. More power to you, Christine. So we've got a little bit of a break in proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, for the time being. I'm just checking out Flight Radar. Yeah, so our next arrival is going to be coming in at around about 9:05, which is an EasyJet coming in from Faro, and then we've got a couple of departures coming up pretty soon as well. Oh, Ryanair is delayed until 9:15 on the departure, so about half an hour till that one. So we'll have a handful of arrivals for you guys, and then we might call it a day. Nick Lane, them boys got planning permission for their tower? I'd say not, buddy. I'd say not. But hey, look, do you want to have a little bit of a look? They've set one of the elements up. So there's the car that's like housing all the stuff. There's the people that are getting involved. That was the fella that I spoke to. He was a very nice guy. That was the fella that I spoke to, but there's one of them anyway. So that area there that they've sectioned off is going to be where one element of the landing lights is going to be, I believe, or it might be like part of the actual runway itself. So yeah, so that's one of the ones that they've set up already, and then they'll set up a couple more that go down into the common a little bit further down into there. So I get it, but no, I'd say they don't have any planning permission. This is public land that we're currently standing on right now, which I believe it will remain public land. When the airport expansion happens, it will remain public land. But of course, yeah, they will obviously, there will be landing lights in here for the airport and for the expansion and for the expanded runway. Oh, guys, give me one moment. I'm just going to do something behind the scenes here. Lou Sterry, good morning all from Finland, mate. Good to see ya. Welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to be here with you this morning. Thank you for tuning in. Whilst we got a little bit of a quiet period happening, I might do a couple of polls in the live chat to engage with you all, and then come over and have a chat with you as well. So just give me a moment to get those set up and rolling for you guys. In the background here. Sky, good to see you. How long are you going to be streaming for? Good to see you, mate. We are going to be streaming for about another 45 minutes or so. Looking to finish up at about 9:30 this morning. We come out and do the early morning, shift here at the airport at Bristol. Start at 6 a.m. and get all the early morning departures and arrivals. But yeah, we usually finish up at around about 9:30 in the morning here at the airport. So yeah, that's how long we'll be out here for today. So hope you can stay around. Hope you can join us. All right, just going to do a quick poll. Well, might do a couple of polls for you guys as we've got a little bit of a lull, which is quite normal here at Bristol. We go through ups and downs and lulls in the arrivals and departures here at Bristol. They very much come in sections, and it's very condensed as well. So going to drop a poll into the chat just so you guys can engage with it for a bit, and we'll do a few others as well. But we're going to talk about travel and airport culture on these polls, and this one is going to be all about airport timing. Like, what person are you? Do you get there 3 hours before your flight to relax and unwind, or do you arrive just in time? Do you arrive just in time and sprint to your gate? Do you arrive just in time and sprint? So yeah, which one are you? The poll is going to come in just a few moments. You may need to dismiss the pinned message there, which I will actually do that for you guys now. I will unpin this message, and then you should be able to see the poll at the bottom of your live chat there on YouTube. So you can you can select which one is for you. Are you someone that gets there 3 hours before to relax and unwind, or do you arrive just in time? I'm going to select I'm there 3 hours before. 3 hours before is my vote. I never used to be, but my wife always likes to get to the airport nice and early so that we can get ourselves settled in. We can sit down and we can, get something to eat, get a drink. I think more so now that I have a child as well. It's a lot easier to get to the airport early. When I was living in New Zealand, especially more so on the domestic flights anyway, especially more so on the domestic flights, when I was living in New Zealand, you would always get there like just in the nick of time, which was quite funny actually. And I know that it caused a lot of problems for a lot of the airlines, but that's just typical kind of Kiwi behavior, I think, in Kiwi culture. You're so chill, man. You're so chill, but it's like the plane will leave without you, of course. The plane will leave. But yeah, a lot of the domestic flights anyway, because depending on what type of domestic flight you go and do in New Zealand, depending on what plane you're on, you don't actually go through a security. So if you're on the ATRs and the Dash 8s at Wellington and Christchurch Airport, not sure for Auckland Airport, but Wellington and Christchurch Airport, you didn't have to go through security checks. You just walked into the airport, you walked up to the domestic gates, you got your ticket checked, you scanned in, you walked on the plane, and you got to your destination, which is mad. I don't know what it's like over here in the UK. I think you still have to go through all the security. Of course, the security obviously is going to be a lot heavier, I would imagine, over here in the UK. But yeah, a lot of the domestic flights in NZ, you just basically walked in. You walked into the airport, walked up to your gate, walked on the plane, you did your flight, and then you arrived in the destination that you paid your good money for on your ticket. So yeah, crazy. But yeah, get involved there on the poll. We'll do a couple of polls as well. But for those of you that have just recently joined in, good to see you. My name is Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. Hope you are doing well. It's a pleasure to have you be out here for about another half an hour or so. Finishing up at about 9:30, which is our usual length of streaming for the morning times here at Bristol on a Saturday morning, and I head back home and crack on with the day. Getting quite thirsty and a little bit hungry actually. I had my breakfast quite early this morning, so yeah, getting hungry. So definitely keen to get back home and get a little bit more food and then crack on with the day. Got a few ideas for the day, and the cloud is breaking. Up above me, the cloud is breaking, so it looks like the low cloud cover that we've had for quite a while is finally on the way out. Our Ryanair has been pushed back. Okay, so this guy is actually going early. It was meant to be going later, unless there's another Ryanair hiding around the back of the terminal, but our Ryanair is on the pushback. Chinook's there in the chat. Good to see you, Chinook. Pleasure to host you, my friend. We won't get eyes on the Ryanair because it's being pushed back right behind that tree, so we'll go back to our baby bus. Mate, Chinook, so good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us on this morning's live stream. B Real's there in the chat too. Good to see you. Becky Wells, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yo, bro, I'm new. How long have you been streaming for? Good to see you. Well, currently been streaming for 2 hours and 50 minutes, but been streaming for coming up 2 years here on Sky Squad TV. But good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. SE Media, good to see you. Guests 1337, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Silky Sam's there in the chat. Good to see you, Silky Sam. The legend that he is. Good to see you coming in, celebrating 3 months in the Captain membership tier. Saying morning, Sean and everyone. Silky Sam, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. The sun's finally poking its face out, which is lovely. We've had low cloud here pretty much all morning. Got some good highlight content of some beautiful Ryanair and EasyJet arrivals coming in through the low cloud and the moisture. But good to see you, Silky. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Pleasure is all mine to host you here this morning for the remainder of our show. Oh, here he is, dropping into the chat. The legend himself, Francis Waite. Mate, Francis, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure is all mine to host you, my friend. 15 months on the Captain membership tier, saying 15 months, Sean. Who'd have thought? Cheers, mate, for Sky Squad TV. Francis, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've settled back into life back in Australia after your mammoth trip over here in the UK. Mate, it's a pleasure. Good to see you. Ryanair on the move. Leaving early was estimated to leave at 9 and then got pushed back to 9:15. But it looks like it's on the way. Engines are spooling up and very much on the way out. But good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. My name is Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. If I haven't met you before, we are running the behind the scenes live stream, which is on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus. So if you want to see what's happening behind the scenes, have a little check out the gear, check out the custom coded arrivals and departures board as the overlay on the behind the scenes live stream, and you can on Sky Squad TV Plus. You can head on over there and check that out. Aidan Smith's in the house and I love your lives. Good on you, Aidan. Thank you so much for the kind words and the support, my friend. Pleasure to have you here with us this morning. So good to see so many new faces popping up in the chat. And guys, we are on the road to 6,000 subscribers, and I've just had a quick little look at my YouTube dashboard for this live stream, and it's just popped up and let me know that we are 1 subscriber away from 6,000 organically grown, not paid for, not artificially inserted in any way, shape or form. No numbers have been fudged. No, this channel wasn't built from the background of another channel. It's completely from scratch. Coming up to 2 years, we are 1 subscriber away from 6,000 subscribers here on Sky Squad TV. Incredible stuff. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hitting the like button on today's live stream as well. Thank you so much for subscribing. It truly does mean a lot. When you subscribe, it obviously lets me know that you are enjoying the content, enjoying the live streams, enjoying this beautiful community that is Sky Squad TV. And I do say that because there is some incredible people in the chat. There are some incredible people. There are some awesome streamers who are currently streaming, ex-streamers and that as well. And great aviation-based people who have some big names within this world who have become a part of the Sky Squad TV community. We are global too. We reach every single end of the world pretty much. So thank you everybody for hitting the like button, for subscribing and for showing some love on the channel. It is incredible. We're going to be out here for another 35 minutes or so. But massive shout out to the wonderful Silky Sam dropping in 5 gifted Sky Squad TV memberships. Silky, thank you so much, my friend. And there you go, talking about, well, not ex-streamers, but talking about streamers, that guy right there, Silky Sam. part of the Mac Aviation team, of course, who are based in Manchester. Like, amazing to have Silky Sound part of our show and part of the community as well. Absolutely insane. So thank you so much, Silky, for your gifted memberships. Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping in. It's incredible. Like, it truly is amazing. And I love this community. I love coming out here to live stream for you. I love showcasing Bristol Airport, showcasing Heathrow, Gatwick, RAF Lakenheath, and soon, very soon, other UK-based airports and hopefully European-based airports as well. Of course, life on Sky Squad TV started in Christchurch, New Zealand, when I was living there. And so that's where we started, and now we're back here in the UK, living with my family, showcasing wonderful airports like Bristol. It's a pleasure to be able to come out to Bristol. Been able to connect with the Bristol Airport team a few times now, and it's been amazing. So thank you, everybody. Absolutely incredible. And there we go. We have ticked over 6,000 subscribers, 6,002 subscribers here on Sky Squad TV, just before our 2-year anniversary, which is on the 21st of July. Guys, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a true honor and a true pleasure to host so many of you. And there's so many of you that have also signed up to the membership tiers as well, who show your support on a monthly financial basis to keep this channel going, to help us keep the upkeep of all of our technology, all of our camera gear, all of our back end, our car, the Sky Squad TV van, which I've got a special surprise for you guys that my dad surprised me with, that I'm creating a video for. So that's coming up very soon. But honestly, guys, thank you so much. It truly does mean a lot. It's absolutely amazing support, and it doesn't go unnoticed, all of the support that comes into the channel. So thank you. But whilst we are talking about that, I'm going to spin you guys around and we can check out this beautiful Ryanair Boeing 737, whilst the wonderful Francis Waite has dropped in 10 gifted memberships there in the live chat. Amazing stuff, Francis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your ongoing and continued support, Francis. And as I've said a few times, it was an absolute pleasure and an honor to meet you and to host you here face to face in real life, in person, at Bristol Airport on an absolutely scorching hot day. And yeah, got the opportunity to meet Francis and came out, hung out, did some plane spotting at Bristol Airport and took a load of pictures. So it's an absolute honor to host you. Amazing. Thank you, guys. 6,000 subscribers, eh? Incredible. Next departure is a Ryanair Boeing 737. We have a C-17 flying over. 36,000 feet. We might catch a little bit of a glimpse of it through the broken cloud. We probably won't, if I'm honest. It's a little bit further away than I thought. Oh, that is such a shame. This Ryanair Boeing 737-800 that we're looking at right now is our one that's heading off to Valencia. Pancho, happy Independence Day. Good to see ya. Ms. Wolves is there in the house. Good to see you, Ms. Wolves. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Another one of our awesome super mods in the house. They're all here today. What a pleasure to host all of you. I don't think we're going to see that C-17. It's way too high and the clouds are not broken enough. Sky asking me what my favourite airline is. My favourite airline has to be Emirates. My favourite airport has to be Bristol. Because that's currently where I'm based. Yeah, favourite airline has to be Emirates. Oh, can I have two? Can I have two favourite airlines? Emirates and Singapore Airlines are my favourite airlines. Ryanair Boeing 737 out the door to Valencia on time. It was estimated for a 9:15 departure, but it then got pushed back on time. So there we go. Emirates and Singapore. Guys, thank you so much once again for your ongoing and continued support. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you. So many gifted memberships being dropped in today. So many new people joining in. Awesome amount of likes and engagement across today's live stream as well. So thank you, everybody. It truly does mean a lot. And if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Coming up to 250 likes. We're going to be finishing up at 9:30 local time, just about. So can we hit 300 likes before we finish up at 9:30 this morning? It'll be absolutely amazing if we can hit that milestone. But yeah, big plans for the channel. Just keep going, eh? Just keep going the way we're going. It's currently not broke, so we're not going to try and fix it. We're having so much fun out here at Bristol. But yeah, you know, we've got plans to get around to other UK based airports, of course, to bring you guys bigger shows. 3 hours is winning the poll by a long way. Awesome. We'll get another one going after this, eh? Lovely departure there from my friends at Ryanair. We've got another Ryanair on the arrival as well. Whoa, big steep, extra steep climb there, eh? Amazing. We get eyes on flight radar on our next Ryanair arrival. Oh, sorry, first in the door. EasyJet Airbus A320. Didn't see that one coming. C-17 well and truly gone past us. So we've got 2 arrivals for you. EasyJet A320. That's coming in early from Paris, by the looks of it. So we get eyes on that guy in just a moment. The EasyJet coming in from Paris. Anthony Rem both had the A380, correct. That's probably why I like them, because the Airbus A380 is my all-time favourite plane. Emirates and Singapore, of course, both have the Airbus A380. So yeah, that's definitely why I like them. Oh, sun's come out and the heat's come out too. Perfect. As mentioned, EasyJet coming in from Paris, a Ryanair coming in from Faro. And then we'll check out what we have coming and going after that very shortly. Quick little sip of water. Man, thirsty as, eh? Didn't bring any extra snacks with me today either. Sky saying their favourite airline's EasyJet. Awesome. All right, here we go. EasyJet coming in. Very short final approach for the trailing Ryanair. Where are you, EasyJet? Where are you? Can't see you. There it is. Wrong area. Still a bit of moisture up there, eh? Clearing a bit now over the airfield itself. You can see it just coming through the clearance now. EasyJet coming in from Charles de Gaulle, A320. Charles de Gaulle being Paris, of course. Hedgerow over by the runway, definitely getting higher. Blocking the view of the wheels touching down on the runway. Oh, Francis Wait saying that he's flying Jetstar again, going to the Gold Coast in Australia for the Pacific Air Show. Mate, so good. So good. 214 variant. Let's get eyes on our Ryanair that will be coming through very shortly as well. Very short final for the Ryanair. They usually get over to Bath and then bank left to come onto their final approach. Actually, we'll spin back around and have another look at the EasyJet for the time being, because that Ryanair is a little bit further away than I thought. At the top of runway 27 there is our EasyJet. It's like an R-22 helicopter picking up on radar as well. Wonder if they're going to be coming down towards us. Now disappeared, must have landed. Anthony Wren, no, she doesn't. I don't expect her to, mate, because she's well and truly asleep by the time I'm out the door. I'm out the door for these streams at 5 AM in the morning. All right, comes our Ryanair. Here we go. Ryanair on the approach. Coming in from Faro this morning. Man, it's so hard to locate it sometimes. There it is. Human eye can see it. Look at the ribbons on the flaps on the Ryanair. The flaps on the Boeing 737s must be considerably larger compared to the flaps on the Airbus A320s, because that Airbus A320 didn't have any ribbons at all. But all of the 737s coming in, they have heaps of ribbons coming off of the flaps. Or maybe the A320 wasn't full flaps for the arrival, maybe. That might be why. Whereas that Boeing 737 Ryanair looked like it was full on. Those flaps were set to full. Position number 4. Michelle, yeah, I can well and truly pack my own food. Yeah, maybe the Airbus A320 before. I'd have to watch the stream back, but maybe the Airbus A320 beforehand was not in the full flap configuration. Well, they probably would have retracted the flaps by now, but here is that A320. Yeah, flaps well and truly retracted. R22 pinging back up on radar as well, just on the other side of Bristol, on the west side of Bristol. Looks like it did a quick little drop down to Avonmouth. Is it air ambulance? No, private owner, okay. Quite a considerable turn for that A320 to come into that gate there, on the far edge of the terminal building. But this is a remote stand gate as well. So this isn't serviced by the jet bridge. It is a remote stand. All right, just checking out flight radar, and we might get another poll going. There's our Ryanair Boeing 737 taxiing down as well. They'll be probably turning left in just a moment. "46 votes on our poll. 83% of you saying that you get to the airport 3 hours before to unwind. That is amazing. Okay. So maybe it's not just my wife that's a little bit strange. Ryanair hiding behind that tree, unfortunately. So we're going to have a quick look at flight radar and see what we've got going on. Our baby bus 319 looks like it's closed up. So that's probably going to be our next departure very soon. Hey mods, I'm gonna set up a raid for Access Productions at Leeds for when we finish up here today. Hopefully he's still live when we finish. I connected with him over the past few days actually, and yeah, we had a good chat yesterday via Instagram. So I've set up a raid for him. So when we finish up here today, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are still hanging around, I will send you through the wonderful beauty of the internet. I'll send you around, I'll send you up a little bit up north here in the UK to Leeds Airport, and you can go and say hello to Matt from Access Productions. He runs an awesome live stream from Leeds Bradford Airport. Gaz Conway saying, got to get a few beers in before I travel, especially in the Aspire Lounge. Silky Sam, he's still live, Sean. Yeah, awesome, cool. Yeah, I just clicked on it on YouTube and he looks like he's still live. So we'll set up a raid, which I've already done. We'll set up a raid and we'll go over and yeah, say hello to Matt. But yeah, I connected with him via Instagram over the past few days. So yeah, we've had a good chat about streaming and overlays and all that good stuff. Little Sky Ranger Ninja pinging up on radar. I wonder if they're coming to us here at Bristol. So we won't have any more arrivals, but we should have another departure. The A319 to Amsterdam that we were just looking at shortly has got all of its cargo doors and other things closed and looks to be, you can see that remote gate there on that 320, looks to be set for a departure. It's not scheduled to go until 9:35, but it might go a little bit earlier, I would imagine. I'd be surprised if it doesn't get pushed back early, because everything has gone from around it. All cargo trucks have gone. Is it connected to a tug? Let's have a quick look. No, not yet. Oh no, it is. It's connected to the tug, so might go soon. But all cargo doors, all passenger doors are closed. All cargo trucks and ground crew cars are away and cleared from the plane itself, so it might go soon. We might get the A319 as our very last departure on today's live stream. Gorilla, are you in Brentford? No, we're in Bristol, buddy. We're in Bristol, in Somerset, in the West Country. Good to see you, though, Gorilla. Hope you're doing well. Brentford. I don't even know where Brentford is. Where is Brentford? Yeah, so looking at that Airbus A319 EasyJet, hoping that it might be our... might get pushed back soon and be our final departure and final plane of today's live stream. Francis Sand spent nearly 4 hours in the Plaza Premium at Terminal 5. Cost me £81. Sheesh. Is that Terminal 5 at Heathrow, I'm guessing? Terminal 5 at Heathrow. Ben Aviation, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see Bristol live. Yeah, awesome, eh? Pretty cool. Always a treat to be out here at our home airport of Bristol. Sky saying, surprised only 88 people watching. Yeah, that's the beauty of live. That's the beauty of live streaming, I suppose. You know, you get your numbers fluctuate quite a lot. All depends on the time of day, what day of the week it is, what people are up to, if they're tuning in. But yeah, it's all good. You know, we have a varied range of awesome viewers, but it's always great to be able to come out here and stream no matter the numbers. But it's always a pleasure also to host so many of you here on the live stream as well. Telly NZ saying somewhere near, as a lot of people will look at that and go, what is Telly saying? Somewhere near Topor, if you're going to pronounce it correctly. Hey Telly, somewhere near Topor. Or as English people would say it, Taupo. Taupo. Topor. Toepoor. Toepoor. So good. Which, for those of you unaware, Toepoor is a great little town in the central plateau of New Zealand in the North Island. It is built around and on a lake that once was an active volcano. That is no longer an active well, actually, is it still? No, it's not, is it? No, I don't think it is an active volcano anymore. But one of New Zealand's biggest volcanoes anyway, when it was an active volcano. Eyes on our 319. We're hoping for an early pushback. The Yoni is Essex land, right up my street, Brentford. Oh, it's in Essex, is it? Oh, okay. Gorilla, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate ya. Yeah, Sky Ranger's definitely not landing at Bristol, correct. Yeah, we're waiting to see if our 319 gets pushed back. If it doesn't, then we might call it a day early, because that is our next departure. Is our last plane, that A319. We usually wait around for this A319. So yeah, we're checking to see if it does get pushed back sometime soon. Technically, a volcano can still explode again. Yeah, good on you, Michelle. Couldn't remember if it was live or not. I know that Mount Ruapehu is still live, of course. So yeah, that's been bubbling away. So yeah, I know that that's still live, obviously. Crazy, eh? New Zealand's landscape, crazy. I love it though. I miss it. I miss it, Michelle. I miss it. Come on, baby bus. Push back, push back, push back. Telly and Zed, yeah, so good. True, eh? Telly saying it's a bit of a joke here in New Zealand. If someone asks where somewhere is and you have no idea, the answer could come back somewhere near Toepoor. Somewhere near Toepoor is correct. Right in the central element of the North Island there. Could be anywhere near Toepoor. I suppose for the South Island it could be anywhere near Christchurch, if you're going down the east coast. But if you're going down the west coast, gosh man, could be anywhere. Could be anywhere in the west coast. Literally, could be anywhere. West coast is mad. So hoping that bus to the right hand side of our screen there would just kindly move out the way a little bit, so that we can see if the cable is connected to the cockpit, so they can have a chat with the pilots. Because if so, then that means an early pushback. Looks like it might be. Gorilla saying, I'm from Ireland. Mate, good to see you. Just across the way from Bristol, eh? Got a lot of family from Ireland. That's my family heritage, Ireland. Come on, 319. Come on, come on. Looks like we might have a helicopter flying over, though. GB Helicopters. An Airbus H130. Sitting at 675 feet. Looks like it might be aiming for us here at Bristol, so that would be cool. Sky said I'm going to Cotswold Open weekend tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, I heard about that. That's cool. For those of you unaware, the Cotswold Airport is almost like a graveyard for old planes. Was that Airbus helicopter coming to us? 775 feet? Nah, I don't think it is. Going past us by the looks of it. Come towards us, buddy. Come towards us. I'm looking at it on radar. Might be flying above. Departed 20 minutes ago. 267 kilometers an hour now. I don't think it's coming towards us. Yeah, I've heard about the Cotswold Airport. Cool, almost like a graveyard, really. Oh, it looks like it's turning on radar. I feel like I can hear it. Trying to see if I can visualize it. It's sitting at 800 feet, so it's well and truly up in the cloud. It's behind me. It's well and truly up in the clouds. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Coming directly onto the approach path. Well and truly onto the approach path into Bristol. Francis, yeah, can we get to 300 likes before the time we finish up on today's live stream? We were looking at a 9:30 finish, but we're so hoping that that EasyJet gets pushed back sometime soon. Yeah, I love it when they bank left to go into the south side hangar. Look at that, so cool. Yeah, putting on a show for us, eh? Nice. I've never flown in a helicopter. I've never flown in one, but I'd love to. I'd love to fly in a heli. Love to fly in a heli. Come on, 319, push back. Come on, come on. Silky Sam's out the door. Good on you, mate. Thank you so much, Sam. We'll see you on the next one, eh? Good on you, Silky Sam. Very much appreciate you being here today, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see you over on Matt's stream soon, eh? We're just trying to make a decision whether I'll wait around for this, whether I'll wait around for this 319. It's got about another like 15 minutes until it's meant to go. If it doesn't go by 25 past, then we might call it a day, because we've been waiting around for this guy for a little while now. But yeah, if it doesn't start pushing back around 25 past, then we might call it a day, ladies and gents. Got to see that helicopter, that's pretty cool. Just looking to the sky, see if we can see anything fly over, but we've got a bit of cloud cover coming back over again, so. Flight radar says that helicopter is sitting pretty at 200 feet. Wonder if it might take off again. Hey, JP Mac. Go on, EasyJet, push back, go on, go on. I wonder if that helicopter's just coming in to pick someone up and then they're going to go off again. Quick trip in. Maybe they won't go, maybe EasyJet won't go until their helicopter's gone. Yeah, sitting at 0 feet now. Hopefully it was a quick trip and it might come back out again for us. That'd be awesome if it does. Airbus HC130. Were you at London a few days ago? Rugby lover, Exeter Chiefs. Yes, I was. Yeah, we were at London Heathrow last Sunday evening for a live stream. An awesome time. We're just waiting to see if our 319 gets pushed back, and also to see if that the H130 Airbus helicopter that just arrived is also going to come back up and do a nice departure for us as well. But hey, we get to 9:30, and if neither of those depart at 9:30, then we'll come and do the outro, and yeah, we'll call it a day here at the airport. Gets to that 9:15 moment. Mate, it's a bit of a silly question, to be honest with you. Anthony Renton, I once had a flight in a helicopter over New York on my 50th birthday. Mate, so cool. That's awesome. Another quick poll for you guys. What type of boarder are you? Are you a first on? Or would you prefer to be last on? Quick little poll there for you. Going to be coming up on the bottom of your chat window there. Yeah, Daryl, 9:35 departure for the A319. Yeah, I know. I was hoping it would get pushed back a bit earlier. We might end up staying for it anyway. But yeah, I was hoping it was going to get pushed back a little bit earlier than that, to be fair, because it looked ready. Like all of the helicopters turned off the transponder now. All of the ground crew machinery got disconnected from the A319 about 15 minutes ago, and so I thought to myself we might get lucky and see it go early. But yeah, we'll hang around for it, eh? Bit of the ground crew going for a little bit of a hoon up the runway there. Get eyes on what the awesome Bristol ground crew guys are up to. Doing a bit of a runway check. Looks like they're going straight directly through the middle. A bit of heat haze over there now. The sun's out. Francis saying, I've been on helicopters here in the Northern Territory and on holiday at Niagara Falls in Hawaii and in Mauritius. Mate, good on ya. Jealous, man. Sky's out the door. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining in. Good to see ya. Hopefully see you again on the next one. Oh, that bus has moved. The other one's still a little bit in the way though. Where's that bus going, I wonder? Sky saying, bye Sean, I will probably watch your next live stream. I hope you do. Hope you do, Sky. Enjoy the rest of your day, eh? We'll see you again on the next one. Probably. Just waiting for our baby bus A319, of course, to be pushed back. Oh, it sounds like the ground crew are Ipso. Yeah, cool, thanks. I remember that from the last one, eh? Sounds like the ground crew are setting off some bird deterrents. Can hear some of the noises coming from their car. Wow, the sky is just like fully opened up above us. Amazing. Clear blue sky now above the airport, which is fantastic. Come on, EasyJet. Push back early. Come on, come on, come on. We've been waiting for you. Don't let us down. We've been waiting for you. Steve saying, Sean, did you know that Aberdeen Airport has the world's busiest heliport? If you ever stream from there, I believe Friday is the busiest day with oil rig crew changeovers. Steve, great information. I knew that it was very busy with the helis. Didn't know it was the world's busiest heliport, but I know that they all head off towards the oil rig. So yeah, I'm definitely keen to get to Aberdeen. I'm keen to get to pretty much all of the Scottish airports, to be honest with you. Edinburgh looks amazing. Edinburgh looks amazing. My good friend Jay from Heathrow Live, of course, did a mega live stream from Edinburgh a little while ago. So I'm very keen to get to Edinburgh. Yeah, very keen to get there. It's been on the list for quite a while, to be honest with you. So yeah, very keen to get to Edinburgh. And Glasgow looks pretty cool as well. So hopefully next time we get up to Scotland, maybe on a family holiday or trips or whatever, hopefully I can get across and yeah, get over to Edinburgh Airport. That would be awesome if we can do that. Yeah, that's right, Francis. You were at Aberdeen, eh? Sorry, guys, just a quick wipe of the lens. There's still a little bit of residue from the moisture earlier on today. There we go. Apologies about that, guys. Sorry. Come on, EasyJet. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Supposedly 4 minutes away from its departure. And we'll make this our last departure of today's live stream, and then I will do a quick pack down and head back home. But whilst we are waiting for this EasyJet to go, good to see you guys. Those of you that are just recently joining in with us, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to Bristol Airport here in Somerset. The fog, the mist, the low cloud, whatever you wish to call it, has now lifted. The sun is coming out. The warmth is coming through, and it is a absolutely beautiful morning here at Bristol Airport. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope you've got some great plans for the weekend. I hope you are able to get out and enjoy some plane spotting at your local airport if you are close to one. If not, then I hope you're able to travel to an awesome airport to enjoy some plane spotting. But honestly, guys, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sky Squad TV here at our home base of Bristol. We'll be live for the next few minutes until just waiting for that EasyJet A319, the baby bus, to head out to Amsterdam. And when it does, that'll be our final departure, and we'll be out the door here. But I want to take a moment to just say a massive thank you, which we'll come over and do that now. So a massive thank you to our wonderful super mods, our wonderful captain tier members, and that as well, in no particular order. Their names are right there on the super mods side. I want to say a massive thank you to those guys who are in the chat there, keeping you all safe, keeping you all connected, and keeping the chat flowing nicely at the same time as well. Good on you, Telly. Just saw your message in the mods chat. Massive shout out, of course, to our captain tier members as well. We've got quite a few of you now, guys, which is fantastic. So thank you so much for your ongoing and continued support. To those of you in the captain tier, our top membership tier here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. Of course, there is other membership tiers as well, but our top one gets a shout out. And when you do join as a member, you get access to the membership emojis, get access to the members only Discord server, and then members only content from time to time, and live streams from time to time as well. But yeah, just wanted to do that shout out right now as we are watching and waiting for our EasyJet Airbus A319 to be pushed back on its way to Amsterdam, our last plane. But once again, massive thank you to our supermods. So show them some love in the chat there with the supermods emoji as we wait once again for our Airbus A319. It's got 2 minutes until it's estimated to depart and estimated to be pushed back from the gate, which is fantastic. But yeah, massive shout out, of course, to our awesome super mods and our captain tier members. And thank you so much, everybody, for knocking us over 6,000 subscribers on today's live stream. Hang around just for our last departure, and then I'm going to send you through the wonderful way of the internet. I'm going to send you over to Matt at Access Productions, who is live streaming from the wonderful Leeds Bradford Airport. So I'll send you up over to him. We probably won't roll a outro song. We'll just do like a bit of an outro screen, and then I'll send you over to Matt, who is streaming from Leeds Bradford Airport. And for those of you who want to check out the behind the scenes for the last few moments of our live stream, you can do over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus. You can head on over there and check out. Beacon is on our 319, so here we go. You can check out the behind the scenes live stream on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, as well, if you wish to see what's happening behind the scenes, see some of the gear and that as well, a little bit of a different view. Then you can jump on over and check that out. But the beacon is on our final departure, our final plane of today's live stream, the Airbus A319. So jump on over, get on over, and thank everybody for hitting the like button. Today's main like goal would be 300 likes if we can get to it by the end of today's live stream. We probably won't, but if we can get close to it, that'll be amazing. So if you haven't already, those of you watching, if you haven't hit the like button, then please do on today's live stream, my friends. Let's see if we can get there just in time and just before this Airbus A319 departs off to Amsterdam. Was it Amsterdam? Our Airbus helicopter is just pinged back up on radar as well. West Country Wanderer, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Woz is out the door too. Thank you so much, Woz. West Country Wanderer saying, morning all, been recovering from the Argentina game. Where ya? Been recovering, eh? Just in time. West Country Wanderer just in time for our final departure of the Airbus A319 EasyJet heading out to Amsterdam. Was it Amsterdam? It was Amsterdam. We might also get to see our Airbus helicopter again as well, which would be amazing. What was the score in the Argentina game? I wasn't over that game, so what was the score, mate? Let us know. Anthony Wren saying, thanks for a brilliant stream today, Sean. Will you be on next Saturday morning? Yeah, most likely. Yeah, most likely next Saturday morning. Saturday's just a little bit busier, ironically, even though we just had quite a decent gap there. Saturday's just a little bit busier than a Sunday morning. So most likely back next Saturday, same time, same place. Yeah, next Saturday from Bristol, because I've got quite a busy Sunday, actually. I've got quite a busy Sunday next weekend. Got to go and drop my car off at the garage and do a few other bits and pieces, as it's going to be in the mechanics for a whole week. So yeah, most likely back next Saturday. And yeah, no need to apologise, West Country Wanderer. No need to apologise. Can hear our Airbus helicopter spooling up the engines over there in the distance. Amazing. So we'll get an Airbus 319 and an Airbus helicopter departure for you guys just before finishing up on today's live stream. Mega. And what an awesome live stream that we've had. They won 3-2, did they? Wowzers. Okay, cool. Argentina, eh? Ms. Walls, remind me who they were playing, if you don't mind. Yeah, I can definitely hear the engines of that H130 helicopter spooling up, which is amazing. Its destination was Bristol. Its origin is not available. So it'd be interesting to know where it's going now. Rhino, good to see you, mate. Saying cheers, Sean. Thanks so much for the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, no worries at all. No worries at all. We're just on to our final departure. So we've got about another 10 minutes and then we'll be out the door here, finishing up on our Sky Squad TV live stream this morning from Bristol. Thank you so much for tuning in, for hitting the like button, and also for subscribing to the channel as well. For those of you who haven't hit the like button, please do, guys. It is a free way for you lovely people to support the channel. Truly does mean a lot when you do hit the like button and support the channel, so thank you. Here comes our helicopter by the sounds of it. Cape Verde, okay, cool. We're going to end the poll. 29 votes on that poll. 52% of you said that you would like to be first on. Very interesting. Whoa. Shawnee boy, concentrate on what you're doing. I was trying to look for that helicopter. But it sounds like it's hovering out. Just trying to get a visual on it if I can. Haha, Brett, good to see ya. So weird, was talking to my girlfriend who was at Malaga Airport this morning waiting for her flight back home to Bristol. Look on YouTube and this pops up. Our devices are listening, mate, always listening. Google, Apple, Meta, always listening, my friend. We've got a helicopter over there on the left-hand side, just trying to wait to get a visual. Hey Brett, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome to Sky Squad TV, your home of Bristol Airport live streams. Hope you're doing well. Great to have you with us today. Stoked that you found us. Where's our visual on that helicopter? Is that helicopter going to go before the 320, surely? I know the helicopters have to come out, hover out towards the runway. Oh, we've got an arrival. You're joking. What's this? Wow, wasn't expecting another arrival. I was so into That A319 heading out to Amsterdam that I didn't even realise the time, and we got another arrival in the bag. Wowzers. EasyJet touching it down there. I have no idea where that's come from because I don't have flight radar open at the moment. Wow, was not expecting another arrival. All right, who's going to go next? Is it going to be the helicopter or the A320? Mate, was not expecting another arrival there. That came out of nowhere. A320neo coming in from Belfast. The A319, of course, off to Amsterdam. The Airbus helicopter, of course, going to be hovering to the active runway 27 in just a moment. And needs to hover onto the centre line of the runway. Not another arrival coming, is there? Mate. Was not expecting that A320neo to come in. Got so distracted, I forgot about the Belfast arrival. Sheesh. Carl, good morning from Dublin. Good to see ya. Mike, Real Potato, good to see ya. Inspector Morse is off to the dentist, mate. Have fun, good luck. Airbus helicopter. There it is. Big old nosedive for the takeoff there. Look at that, beautiful. EasyJet was from Belfast, eh? Mate, snuck up on me. So there you go, you wait for one more plane and you get three, essentially. An arrival, a helicopter and a departure. Beautiful Airbus helicopter heading out. All right, here we go, our final departure of today's live stream. The A319 EasyJet heading out to Amsterdam. And ladies and gentlemen, can you do me a favor if you haven't already? Please do hit the like button on today's live stream. Can we get to 300 likes before we finish up today? It'd be an absolute honor if we can. Visibility is getting good now. We've already done our outro, so massive thank you once again to our beautiful super mods, our awesome captain tier members, and all of our other members as well. And everybody that has hit the like button and subscribed on today's live stream. Hit a milestone of 6,000 subscribers on today's live stream, so thank you. Carl, yeah, sorry mate, been streaming since 6 AM this morning. All right, here we go, A319, spooling up the engines out the door. Our final departure of today's live stream. Heading out to Amsterdam, baby bus A319. We'll see how long we can keep it in shot for. That A320neo snuck up on me, man. Gorgeous rotation there as well. All the moisture is well and truly cleared. Beautiful departure for our last departure. Sun's come out for us as well. Gorgeous. Fly well, EasyJet A319 off to Amsterdam. Fly well. Should start banking right soon. Yeah, it should start banking right soon, that A319 as well. If it does, we'll see it come around until we lose it into the cloud cover. Maybe it might go a little bit longer actually on the climb out. Deb's there in the chat. Good to see you, Deb. Good morning. Thanking the person for the gifted membership. Good on you, Deb. Welcome, Deb. All right, guys, that's us. That is us for today's live stream, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sky Squad TV live from our home base of Bristol Airport. What an awesome show we've had this morning. We had fog, low cloud, mist, and a whole heck of moisture, massive amount of moisture. But thank you everybody. We do have a Ryanair pushing back, but we're going to leave that one. Our baby bus A319 was our final departure. But thank you everybody for tuning in on today's live stream from our home base of Bristol Airport. I hope you have had a fantastic time. Enjoyed your time with us here. Stick around as I've got you guys set up through the wonderful world of the internet to go over and do a raid on Matt from Access Productions at Leeds Bradford Airport. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. My name has been Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. That is all for today. We'll be back again, hopefully, same time, same place here at Bristol Airport next Saturday from 6 AM onwards. So please do come and join in. Get subscribed onto the channel if you aren't already. It'll be a pleasure to have you as a subscriber. But my name's been Sean, your host here on the channel, joined by my incredible super mods and everybody else here on Sky Squad TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, enjoy plane spotting, spread some love in this crazy world that we live in right now. And I will see you beautiful people next week right here on Sky Squad TV live from Bristol Airport. Stay safe out there, everybody, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Cheers, guys.
Fancy flavours? In a crumb.
Hey Sky Squad, big up to Sean from Sky Squad, sending his viewers across, much appreciated, thank you very much. I say you've just come at a very dull time because we've just had a bit of a dry spell now, so the next one's not until just after 11 o'clock, so we will see how it goes. Keep it on for a bit and welcome all our new viewers in. As I say, thank you to Sean and Sky Squad. Awesome stream, awesome community he's got there down at Bristol. So yeah, fantastic support. And yeah, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you like to see Leeds and Manchester and wherever we go. And yeah, if you like to see the high quality and everything really, just give a subscribe, and we're all a friendly community, we all positive with each other, so it's just at least you have to have a long wait for things, so it's
Good on the Access Productions. Alrighty guys, for those of you that are still hanging about on the behind the scenes live stream, if you are, welcome, hello. I'm just going to start the pack down now from the stream. What an awesome stream that we've had today, eh? Absolutely fantastic. Always a great time to be out streaming, of course, from, I was just about to say London Heathrow then. from our home base of Bristol. So it's a pleasure to host you guys who are still with us, who are still hanging around. We'll once I've packed down, we'll stop the behind the scenes live stream, of course, and then we'll head, well, I will head back home. You guys will crack on with your day, and then I will also crack on with my day at the same time as well. I've got a few things planned for today. It's going to be great. So yeah, so good. So good to come in. We do have a Ryanair departing. You guys will probably hear it in the background as well, but hopefully the audio and everything else was looking and sounding good for all of you lovely people today on the behind the scenes. Oh, and also on the main stream as well. But yeah, just going to do the pack down, put all the batteries and other elements and that away, double check some of the charge levels on these guys. Obviously I have to charge most of them when I get back home today as well. But man, what a beautiful morning that it turned into. So fantastic. Stoked to be out here again. Good to be back home. Good to be back home at Bristol. It's always a pleasure to get around to the likes of Heathrow and all those other big airports, because they're always nice and fun to get to, of course. Like, super fun to be at. Always a great time to be at the likes of Heathrow and other great airports like that, Gatwick, etc. But yeah, pleasure. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. And it's so good to host so many of you. And what an awesome day to be able to hit 6,000 subscribers on the Sky Squad TV main channel. It's amazing. So incredible support from everybody. Does not go unnoticed streaming with you all. So thank you guys. Really do appreciate you. I really do. The battery pack from here. 6%. There goes our Ryanair. It was going to be our next departure. I was going to capture it on the stream, but I thought, nah, we'll call it a day. We waited around long enough for that Baby Bus 319, so finished up with that one, eh? And yeah, for those of you who are still watching, haven't actually had a look at that stream yet to see how many of you are watching with us still, but you may not have seen the pat down or the setup before, but it all fits into a backpack. It's very portable. Everything I have is very, 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 very portable, which is what I set out to do from the get-go, really, is to get it as portable as possible. And once I turn the behind the scenes stream off, which will be in about a minute or so, then I just put that back in the bag and then we're all good, done and dusted. So I can go in that, I can go in that. The rest of it goes in the front. All the cables and things. Which I don't actually have too many. I think I have about 3 or 4 cables, and I think that's kind of it, really. Like 3 or 4 like cables that I actually use. All right, guys. Well, that's us. That's me all packed away, ready to get back in the car and head back home. So thank you everybody for watching on today's behind the scenes live stream as well. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you lovely people again, same time, same place next week on Sky Squad TV Plus. Make sure to check out all the content that we have on the channel there. We've got a cool new vlog up there. So yeah, make sure to check that out, and we'll see you very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching.